everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So, we're going to jump into a new game, and this game's called Ghost on the Shore. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if it's a real spooky game, but, it's got ghosts in it. So, definitely fits with, the October theme. And from what I gathered, it is a story about a girl who I don't know if she's like possessed by a ghost, but there's like a ghost with her, and she ends up on this island like trying to look into his death, and she learns like a whole bunch of things. It's more kind of like a narrative type walking game where you just go and explore things. So let's go ahead and get started. Got nice graphics.
What is this? It's not supposed to rain today. I checked. I don't want to be out here when it rains like that. Lightning? No, not a storm. Can't see a damn thing. What am I going to do? Oh my god, can't do this. Stop freaking out. Prepare for this, Riley. Now, how do I get out of this mess? This is useless. Can't tie up the boat now.
Okay, tying up boats. A guide to nautical knots no sailor should be without. Well, maybe it's important. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Company, Amelia Jensen. Telephone, purchaser, Riley Shallow. Houseboat, named Gloria. Okay, so she basically... Ooh, $20,000. Good lord. Wish I had that kind of money. Just to dump on a boat.
No!
Ooh.
I'm going to die!
Okay, calm down. Oh, maybe the Rubik's
Can't be
Cube will
out
help
here.
us.
Not on my own. There! Is that land? God, yes. Thank you!
That's not land. That looks like a rock.
Oh, shit. This can't be happening. No. Not the rocks!
Ooh.
No!
I feel like she doesn't know what she's doing, and she probably shouldn't be out here.
Somebody!
What is this? What is she doing?
What is that sound?
What is that?
Hello?
Hello?
Focus, Riley. It's just the wind. Eyes on the water. I have to moor. Somewhere.
I wouldn't do that.
Who's that sound? Anybody there? Hold left mouse button and drag to confirm. Okay, what does it sound? Anybody there?
Anybody there?
Wait.
I'm not waiting. Oh my god, it's a voice.
It's a voice.
You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who are you?
What?
Wait. No. I don't want to know.
Oh, what the hell? Why does that look like a circle in the middle?
Is that a pier? Yes! If I can get the boat close enough, I can do this.
No, you can't. You'll crash.
Oh, thanks for having confidence.
Whoa!
Whoa,
Come on,
girl.
Riley. We've got this.
You don't go on top of it.
Cut the engine.
You've read the manual.
Manual? Have you ever sailed a boat before?
Stop it.
You have to turn off the engine.
Stop talking. I don't have to.
I don't have to do anything.
You'll crash. Cut the engine. All right. Well done. Now, drop the anchor.
I need to get off here. Shut up. Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Drop the anchor. Great idea.
Good. You did good. You'll be fine now.
I'm not fine. Shut up. Thank you.
Thank you. But I don't feel fine. You have to stop this.
Stop what?
Talking. You have to stop talking.
Understood. It's fine.
Thank you.
I kind of like him talking. He's got a nice voice.
I made it. What a mess. The window. I need to see the window.
Yikes.
I ruined my boat. So beautiful from here. You should go. I decide my own fate. I'm living my life. That was the plan after all. So yes, be a devil. Let's check our backpack. I have no desire to get stranded without food or water.
Yeah, that would be bad. Get the achievement. Greetings from the rogues. You arrived at the Rogue Islands.
Never leave without your music.
Oh my god.
Soul food.
Is that a Walkman?
Can't starve, right?
Corned beef. Yummy.
Taking that with me. I am sketching the entire journey after all.
My god, I hope I can... Oh good, I can walk a little faster.
Awesome. The beer made it through the storm.
Ooh.
We can celebrate later.
Maybe we should take that with us. Some murky looking water. That is for sure. So I do know that the ghost that talks to us, we get an ending depending on how we interact with him. So I guess there's probably at least maybe 2 different endings to this game.
Why are these islands not on here? Great. Out of coffee.
Abby's. Well, yeah, you'd have to make it. Just saying. Is this...
This damn relic must be broken. Because that weather wasn't fair.
Yeah, okay, the weather's not fair. Just saying. Okay, just kind of take a look around. Make sure I don't miss anything. Here we go.
See? This was good thinking, Riley. Food supplies. Why didn't I think to check that damned weather glass?
Got some jerky. I don't think I've ever had pork jerky. I love beef jerky, though. That's like one of my favorite go-to snacks. I like the peppered a lot. Teriyaki's good, too. Huh. Okay.
Kind of wish you were here, Marshall. Could have gone exploring together.
Oh no, is my dog dead? Okay, damn straight. I did. Back to square one, just me and Marshall. Okay, tapes, letters, journals. Friend or food. Don't believe the human lie. Animals don't want to die. Stop the slaughter. Oh. Wake me to the sea. I want to see more. Setting my sails to billow in the warm breeze. Take home over the horizon. Does she work in a butcher shop or something? I mean, obviously she eats meat because she had a package of jerky.
Marshall.
Oh, he's so cute. Is there anything else up there? Doesn't look like it. Cute little puppers. Okay, so let's go ahead and head out to the island. See what we can see. Ooh, that moves fast when I... See, normally I would be concerned that there is a run button. You know, when you can hit shift,
Deciding my own fate.
you're in trouble.
And will you look at all this? So
Porthos?
beautiful out here. Wish you were here. Sunny greetings from a far-off place.
The Rogue Islands.
Bollocks. You're still here. I was afraid of this.
You're still here.
Yeah.
Thank you. for
Where are
last
you
night.
standing?
I'm grateful and all.
But
You can't stay. You need to leave.
You know you can't stay, right?
why?
Because you're not real.
But I am, Riley.
I've decided you are not. And don't ever say my name. Ever again. You know what? Just shut up.
Now look, if I had a man with an accent like that, I'm thinking it's Irish. I could be wrong. It could be British. I wouldn't tell him to shut up. I would tell him to keep talking to me. I'm just saying. I mean, I love guys with accents. Which way do I want to go? I want to try to travel everywhere. Okay, that looks like that goes up on the island, so let's head this way. Yeah, like Gerard Butler is my favorite actor. I love his Scottish accent.
Almost as good as Endless Oceans. Edge of the world. I'd live here. That building. Interesting. The only one to survive.
Okay, I thought she was talking about that one. Okay, yeah, so we can't go this way because it's all been blocked off by stuff. I'm not seeing anything. Man, this is a real... This must have been like a fishing village. Can I get... Nope, can't go down there. Okay. Okay, so it's one of those narrative games. It feels like I've only got certain areas that I can actually wander in. So that's always good because I don't want to get lost. And I will explore everything.
What happened here? Did they all honestly leave?
I hope so. Because I don't think I'd want to get trapped here. Can I zoom in or something? No? Can I draw anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's just keep trekking on.
Can I speak to you now?
Oh, yes, you can. No, I'd rather you didn't, maybe.
Maybe.
Wonderful. There's so much I want to ask you.
So much I don't know yet. Or I've forgotten.
Be quiet. I said
I
maybe.
said maybe. Don't get carried away.
It's been way too long since I got to talk to anyone.
You can't stay, I
I
understand.
understand that, but I will lose my mind if you don't.
Please, just talk to me.
That's it. I'm blocking you. No spam.
Stop
Spam.
blocking
What's
him.
spam?
Well, it's junk mail you don't want, or it's a delicious meat. Wow, definitely a beautiful view. Rose Hill. Okay, can't go that way.
I'm not sure I can deal with this. Am I imagining you? You can talk now.
You're not imagining me.
Okay, nothing new yet.
This place.
It's mesmerizing, the silence is piercing.
It's mesmerizing. What happened here?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Nothing.
Not a single thing.
Can I cross that bridge? Now I'm curious, because it's got two ways you can get to it. Oh, yep, bridge is okay.
never taught me your name.
Josh. My name's Josh.
Hello, Josh.
We'll have to go through the house.
Just enjoying the view here. We'll go in a minute.
Wild Rose Cabin. Dang. If it wasn't so pretty here, this would actually be kind of disturbing and scary. In a way. Rose petals.
Why?
Bath salts, oils, desserts. I love roses.
I do love the smell of roses. Pickled eggs.
Seriously? Piccalilli is as far as I go.
You'd eat it if you were here in the winter time.
Let's see, pickled eggs, brine, 9 to 10 hard-boiled eggs, 1 cup white vinegar, 1 cup water, 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar. Steam eggs and peel. Put eggs in wide-mouth jar. Heat liquids and add sugar and salt. Keep heating until the sugar dissolves. Pour brine over the eggs, leaving 1/4 inch of space at the top. Put lid on tight and store in a cool spot. Note, make sure there is room in the jar for the eggs to move around. Let's sit for a few days. We sit for a few days. Makes total sense. I like pickles, but I don't think I would like pickled eggs. Not really a fan of deviled eggs to begin with, so since they start as hard-boiled and stuff like that, so I don't care for eggs like that.
No more ferries after 1980. So, Wild Rose Cabin, to leave and know you can never come back, to never undo the choice you've made. Interesting. Why did this Margot never open a letter?
Maybe she never knew it was here.
Margot. September 22nd, 1980. My dear Margot, I never write letters. I bought this stationery when I moved to the islands, having every intention to write to friends left far behind. But this is the first piece I have ever used. My life was here. No letter would change that, and pictures were my talent, not words. The emotion in my subject's eyes, how could I use a sentence to capture that? Some things, though, must be told in words, and as you won't allow me to speak the words, I will buckle down and write them. I must go, even though I don't want to. How I hate to leave you, Margot, but time is not our friend, and time is becoming unkind to me. No amount of this fresh, salty air will fix that ache in my bones. So I must head to the mainland. I hope you'll forgive me. Oh, okay, so I just have to click the middle one and then scroll up. Okay, so it seems unbelievable that you have only been on the Rogues for 3 years. I was never lonely before you came, but as soon as I saw you, I felt it, the love I never expected. I love you as a mother loves a daughter. That was the true blessing. You wouldn't let me close in those first days, so I had to wait, and it was worth it. But Margot, my sweet, I worry. You cannot continue as you are. Please come find me on the mainland. There's one last ferry next week, on the 29th of September. Come to me. Let me help you. The islands will wait. They are always here. In case you don't take that last ferry, I'm leaving you all my food, all my recipes. I know you love the raisin bread, and all the knowledge to survive the Rogue Islands. You can make this life beautiful. You are young and alive. Even my photos cannot capture your true spirit. I hope you can conquer those demons and live your life as fully as you have. I want you to have no regrets. I will miss you, Carrie. Okay, so you can always have the one, or we can't always have the ones we love. How I want to be missed like that.
Do you think it's them that lived here?
Maybe.
Does it say I'm here always? Bunch of books. Yeah, it's like people just like up and left their lives. Like they didn't take photographs, they didn't take books.
Definitely the home of a photographer.
Very old camera. Something so odd about seeing the remains of a dark room, as if looking at a negative. What remains when the image is taken away?
She's beautiful. But she looks so sad.
Beloved. She looks so lost. Did she want to be saved? The boy. It's odd. Taking pictures of somebody you don't know. Rose petals. To be as industrious as the occupant of this cabin was, to have planned for the long haul. I'm not sure my jerky will take me very far. Mom made raisin bread too. I can still smell the fresh bake from the oven. I can never resist and always cut a piece when it was still too hot. Who's the boy? Oh, excuse me. I had a tickle in my throat for a minute there. Okay, so let's head out. And I love raisin bread. Love it a lot. When I was a little girl, my mom used to make all kinds of homemade bread. And that was like the best day when I'd come home from school and I could smell it. Ooh.
Is that a cassette tape? No way.
A what?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Inception. Is that what it says?
Testing. 1, 2. Well, hello to myself, I guess. Or dear diary, or however you're supposed to begin these things. Just if I don't talk to someone, I'll go insane, even if it's only myself. I guess I'll start at the beginning. The rogues seemed like a good idea. A bunch of us were looking for a place to hang out, make music, and just, be groovy together. And it was cool. So totally chill. But then the nightmare began. And I don't know if it was the drugs or me going crazy, but when the others left it got worse. I'm glad she was here, Carrie, or I would have lost it completely. I miss her. I was so rotten to her. I just didn't want her to leave, I understood she had to. I mean, she was sick, and I couldn't take care of her. She knew that. So she left me food, recipes. Not that I'll ever cook.
She remained behind.
Was she here all by herself?
Must have been. So, what do you think about the cabin?
I don't know. I need to have an opinion.
Picture frame, the letter, the fairy, calendar, a photographer.
Did you read the letter?
I did.
Why did Carrie write Margot a letter?
She felt guilty about leaving her.
How do you know that?
Because that's what she told Margot.
What are you saying?
I heard her say it. I was there.
Were you hiding? This is great.
This is great. You knew her.
I can't believe I forgot.
But now you remember.
Like she'd always been there. Somewhere in the back. And now she's taking a step forward. Into the light.
What triggered it? Try harder. You knew Carrie?
You knew Carrie.
I get the feeling you think this is important.
Maybe he was the little boy. Last ferry that
Did you
date.
see that date? 1980. You were alive in 1980.
He was probably the little boy. It's kind of what I thought the minute I saw the photo. Wonder if this goes anywhere. Oh, this might be where I have to go. I might want to run back real quick. Yeah, because that looks like that goes all the way down there. Yeah, and there's the ladder. Yeah, so that's the way I want to go. So I want to go back just really quick. Oh. See if there's something over here. Okay, that's where I came in. Okay, so no, I couldn't go this way. Okay, just curious. It looked like you could, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to miss something. I'm getting stuck on stuff. Little waterfall. Oh man, the audio is gorgeous. I mean, it just sounds just like it. It's also very loud in my earballs.
I upset you, didn't I? Blowing in like this.
I wasn't expecting a ghost. It was the storm. I wasn't expecting you.
It was the storm that upset me, not you.
Yeah, that was sudden and unexpected. That just came out of nowhere, didn't it? I wasn't really fully aware of the circumstances, but
Oh my, you talk a lot, don't you? I'm going to warn you up front. I'm not very good with people.
well, technically I'm not people. I'm a ghost. But I used to be. People. A person. Once upon a time.
Can't you just be quiet? Reason I sailed away.
Look, there's a reason I got on that boat and sailed away.
Yeah? Why? Tell me.
I don't like people. I needed some quiet.
I needed space. Quiet. Time to myself.
Well, you've come to the right place.
You are a lot to handle.
Point Mira.
Please, don't jump.
Why?
Because then I'd have no one to talk to.
Thought you'd be used to it. I'm not going to jump. You're stuck inside my
I'm
head.
not going to jump. I still have plans. Just enjoy the silence too.
I'm not that fond of uncomfortable silences.
Who says they need to be uncomfortable? Simply don't try to fill every silence with talking.
I don't talk that much.
Make a sketch. Pretty. I'm quite talented. Dude, this is a
I
weird
like it here.
bridge. Feel strangely at ease, seen nothing like it.
I feel strangely at ease. Is that a weird thing to say?
No, not at all. I like it here too.
What's this place called?
The Rogue Islands.
They can't be right. Oh, I love that. I've gone rogue.
Oh, I love that. Don't we all want to go rogue sometimes? It's perfect. Josh.
Yes?
Oh, no, sorry. I was just saying your name. Out loud.
Why?
To see if I sound like a crazy person.
Define crazy, right? Glad it's deserted. You don't think I'm crazy.
You don't think I'm crazy, do you?
Of course I don't.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, another little house over there. Does that lead? Yeah, that leads in a different direction, so I'm going to go towards the house. So, Holmeswood Cottage. That's glowing. Can I? Oh, right there.
Here's another one.
Let's play it.
Hullabaloo.
I like listening to her voice.
This is where the baker used to live. Terence, his name was. Well, that's what he told me, anyway. But I swear I could almost smell the freshly baked bread. Isn't that strange? That I can smell something that isn't there. I think it's weird. I have this mad craving for Terence's Christmas pudding. And I've never had Christmas pudding in my life. Mum loves it. I could never even stand the sight of it. And now... Then again, maybe I'm just really hungry and sick of eating canned beans. I might have to go into Carrie's house after all to get some of the food jars. Piccalilli sounds like heaven right now. Can't bring myself yet. Maybe when I get really hungry.
I want more. I want to know about her.
There must be other tapes.
Okay, let's go inside. I'm going to swing around the back because I wasn't sure. If we could... Ooh, let's go to the outhouse. And nothing in there. Is there another? Yeah, there's another house over there. It's like a whole bunch of houses. Here we go.
Addressed to Terence.
And this was his home.
Okay, 6th of May, 1880. Dang. Dear Terence, this week aside from the usual 30 milk cookies for the school, I would love to order a surprise birthday cake or pie. Sweet Lucy turns 11 this Wednesday. Lucy suffered these last few weeks, her father and brothers having left for the mainland. My heart breaks to see so many islands depart. I wish they understood that if we work together, we can make these islands vibrant again. We need more people like you, Terence, people who understand the land's beauty and magic. The smell of your bread brings everyone hope and comfort. I know lemons have been scarce, but Lucy would love a piece of your potato lemon cheesecake. She wrote a report about how she imagined that cake tasted. I'm sure her imagination cannot compare to the real thing. If you cannot make that work, let us then opt for a sweet lamb pie. I know those pies are delicious. Forever grateful, Beatrice. Oh, I forget I gotta push back again. What was the cook's name? Terrence?
I love this. So dedicated.
He must have been an excellent cook.
Okay, so we have add fruit for color. Jelly pudding. 4 calf's feet. No babies. Wait for the fat cow. Sheep will work. Plenty from Sally's son. Tried wild hog. Works just fine. Ask Usher. 1 quart white wine. 6, then they marked out, it looks like 7 fresh lemons, half a pound of loaf of sugar, cinnamon, took out mace, nutmeg, sweeter, more delicate, 8 eggs, making small jellies for summer dance instructions, 4 feet for a large trifle. Nicely clean the calves' feet and take off the hooves, then boil 2 pieces. Liquor is strained through a colander. Wait until cold and then take it off the grease. And take all the grease off. Put the jelly in a skillet, leaving the dregs, which will be at the bottom. Pour into the white wine the juice of the lemons, powdered sugar loaf, a little pound cinnamon and mace, and then rind thinly parred with the lemons. Wash the eggs very clean. Whip up the whites to froth. Crush the eggshells and put it in with them. Stir it with the jelly. Set it on the fire till the jelly is melted, till it looks quite clear on one side and the dross accumulates on the other. Pour the jelly in the bag, put back what runs through until it becomes transparent, then set a pitcher under the bag and put a clover all over to keep out the dust. The bag should be made of cotton or linen. The feet of hogs made the palest colored jelly. Those of the sheep are beautiful amber colored when prepared. A wonderful jelly for a trifle. Love to make it over Christmas in honor of my mother. She's also a favorite with the islanders. Interesting. Yeah.
I'm sure I could make a mean pizza in here. Oh, I miss pizza.
What's pizza?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, he just lost points. He doesn't know what pizza is.
Look at these shells.
There's so many.
Boats. All boats.
Could have made it out there.
Spending my days baking? I'd sign up for that.
You cook then?
Actually, no. I make brilliant scrambled eggs, though. Also, I was told.
By who?
My mom. When I was 12.
The shells, the cookbook, the baker's peel.
But with that cookbook, I could do it, I'm sure. I like the notes he made. So passionate.
You might become a real chef yet.
If I can't get off this island, I'll have to.
Well, hopefully this stuff works. I mean, because you're gonna have to something to cook with.
Asking.
Wanted to change. I didn't like my job.
I didn't like my job.
What did you do?
Worked with pigs. Worked with dead animals.
Worked with dead animals.
Like cattle?
Slaughterhouse, sure like cattle.
A slaughterhouse.
Well, somebody's got to feed the people.
I wrapped and froze the meat, while another pig named Abby was running around the grounds playing happy for the cameras. Cordelia. I don't like that name.
Cordelia Crown Elementary School. Halls of Ivy.
Is this a letter?
In a tin can. What does it say?
Does it say Little Elfino?
15th of February 1921. My dear little Elfins, the more I learn about the Crown family,
Elfins.
the more I realize what wolves they were. As I've mentioned, the Crowns owned this island back in its heyday. But they were a haughty bunch and they took much more than they gave. But as I write these words cursing the Crown family, I realize that perhaps I am no better. True, I never owned an island, but like the Crowns, I didn't value life as I should. I don't think man is made to recover from war. Once he has seen such horrors, how can he pretend they don't exist? I miss you all dearly, and hope to find my way home to you soon. Your father.
Something's not right. Can't figure him out.
He knew about the crimes.
Wolves. They're not so bad.
They are if you're a sheep.
Okay, so can't go that way. Let's head into this house. Because it looks like we swing around it, so... Or, it's a school, I mean. I said house. Walking the Rogues, the Trekking Society. Rogue Islands, the Big Rogue, Little Rogue, and the Dark Road, a guide for hikers. The Rogue Islands are one of the last unexplored mysteries of the world and a hiker's paradise. Trails traverse these rocky islands along spectacular ocean views and opportunities to spot unique flora and fauna. Remains of the once thriving farming community peek out from behind the trees. Traveling through these islands requires know-how, grit, and a good map. This comprehensive guidebook will provide 2 of the 3. The grit is up to you. Happy trails. Interesting. Book of the Sea by Patrick O'Connor. Okay, a detailed introduction to seamanship and nautical knowledge that covers everything from tying knots and mooring to charts with tidal streams and mathematical tables for astronavigation. Theory and illustrations are interspersed with fascinating stories of boatmen sailing the high seas. This boat will bring the reader to recognize the craft and materials needed for safe navigation of these great waters.
I'd love to see the world.
You will.
What's that engraving there?
For Beatrice. Cordelia Crime. Haven't seen her in a while. She was nobility. And a big deal right here.
And that must be where the money came from.
Aye, they owned the Rogue Islands.
Okay, so Cordelia Crown Elementary School. Cordelia Crown, she must have been real pleased with herself. Okay, I think we got everything we're going to get out of there. Oh, make sketch. Oh, there's a side room here. The Legends of the Will-O-Wisp by William Eastman. On the Mysteries of the Rogues, Ganthar Willow's lantern, or more familiarly, the Will-O-Wisp, tends most often to reside in the vicinity of ponds and in bogs or moors of our beautiful countryside. On occasion, a lone traveler was caught glimpses of these remarkable glowing lights in our catacombs or graveyards, or even among our many ruins. The wisp prefers to haunt areas of lonely desolation. One will never spot its soft light on London's busy streets. However, should you, in your country's travels, come across a will-o-wisp, fear not. These fantastic creatures are benevolent and capricious in nature, or at least they are when spotted during daylight hours. Once the sun has set and the sky has darkened, beware, the will-o-wisp may turn to more devilish pursuits. Tales tell of poor souls led to rocky edges as they pursued the taunting glow. It is best to follow the advice of one elderly woman with whom I spoke. Only approach a will-o-wisp when its hue is a soft blue. Then the wisp is said to be at peace and will cause you no grief, the only fashion to. Encircled words, pond and bogs, children's handwriting, Devil's Pond. Oh, key.
And what do we have here?
Yeah, that's them all.
Lockpicker unlocked the filing cabinet in the school.
That was Nora Crime.
Okay, the Rogues Gazette, a weekly publication, Sunday, August 6th, 1820. Landing of the Crowns. When Peter Crown purchased our beloved islands the past winter, he sincerely reflected upon the management of his predecessors. Mr. Crown declared his desire to avoid past mistakes, ensuring better times ahead. Mr. Crown may have referred to better times, but his true intention was better profits for the Crown family. Never once did he consider the islanders their home, their children, or their future. The hopes we had let flutter were dashed upon our rocky shores. Rents remained too high, wages remained too low, and stomachs remained empty. Mr. Crown disappeared back to the mainland, and we continued to suffer. But now, with the unannounced arrival of Mrs. Cordelia Crown and her daughter Nora, the Rogues may have finally begun a new chapter. The Crown women sought relief from the hot mainland summer and found refuge at the lake by the lodge. Both have been spotted strolling around the island and visiting our folk. Nora has even made an appearance at music night and is expected to show at the summer prom. I would like to urge us all to be considerate, but also to refrain from too much anticipation. History has proven to repeat itself. The Crown women may, like their predecessors, dig for gold at the expense of the fine folk who inhabit these islands. They may resurrect the fences about the lodge and keep us from our rightful lands, but it is difficult to prevent hope from once again fluttering in our hearts and to think perchance Nora Crown will make all the difference. George Blake. Okay, Music Festival. The second music festival of the summer season was celebrated Saturday last. The festivities began with a sermon preached by the Reverend Mr. Chester before a numerous audience. Hymns were then sung by the ladies' choir. Mr. Andrews, esteemed organist, accompanied the choir and played several solo pieces. Many of the Rogues Island's talented youth also lent their voices to the festival. After the music, an excellent supper was provided by the ladies of St. Mary's. Horses for sale. Mrs. Evanston begs leave to inform the public that in conjunction with her son-in-law, Fred Chrisman, she will be auctioning off 3 horses. The horses in question are fine beasts and have served the family well. The said auction will be held at the Everston Farm, occurring August 10th on the hour of 10 o'clock. So we have will-o-wisps. Will-o-wisps are tiny fairies or fairy lights or spirits. You can see them floating in the night sky. Some people say they are dangerous. They are really, really beautiful. They glow and shine. Sometimes travelers will see them and follow them instead of following a trail. They can follow them right off the cliff, or they can follow them into quicksand, or they can follow them and be eaten by a bear. Sometimes boats will see them and they will crash into rocks. Rebecca from the grocery store saw them, but she did not follow them. She was too smart. Some people do not believe Rebecca, but I know she really saw will-o-wisps. People also think will-o-wisps are bad. I can see why. If it leads you into quicksand, that is not being very nice, but I think will-o-wisps are really the spirits of people who are missing, or maybe they are ghosts, but I think they were once people and they are trying to talk to the people they miss. If we could understand the will-o-wisp, we would know they are trying to tell us they miss us and they want to come home. Pixie, I must say I'm rather disappointed. I thought we'd decided fairy tales were not the subject of this essay. Your assignment was to choose an item from the environment of this island and to describe and analyze it scientifically. Imaginary spirits are not science. Okay, and then that's everything. Beatrice Parker.
Headmistress, I guess?
And this must have been her office.
That would make sense. So. Okay, Beatrice Parker was a school teacher. Beatrice. Something so lovely about that name. I wonder if I can learn more about her. I know enough about the world to know you should never trust bright lights that beckon you to follow them. But what do you do when one has taken refuge in your mind? I am undone. Okay, the Crown family bought these islands, Cordelia, Peter, and their daughter Nora. They left the city on the mainland to come live in these wild lands. Though the lodge may not be as wild as what I've seen so far, where is the lodge? Interesting. So she drew actually quite a few things. Okay. Don't see anything over there, but check it out real quick. Nope.
Did you go to school there?
I can read and write, but I didn't learn it at the school. I vaguely remember a village, an open fire, the smell of beer, and a man's voice teaching me how to read from a really thick book.
Maybe one of the crowns, not Beatrice Parker. Parker, what book?
What book?
About some fellow in the desert.
With burning bushes and the like?
That's right.
Yeah, I know that book. Oh god,
Oh.
what's that?
What?
That!
It's a will-o-wisp.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Well, then you go look at it. Well, they did say it's okay during the daylight. It's in the shape of a person. I'd like to talk to you. Hello.
Hello. Oh god.
It's going to be silly. I'm Riley. I'd like to ask you.
I'm Riley.
You can't be.
I'm sorry.
Why are you here?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't mean to be here.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. No, don't go!
No, she's gone.
Well, that was rude. Who was that?
Was that a ghost?
Is that a tinge of fear? Have you seen her before?
Have you seen her before? Do you know her?
Nope. Don't even remember her alive.
This is so strange. Maybe she's not from the islands.
Never knew there was another ghost.
Did I scare her? Why did she act so weird?
She seemed upset. Did I scare her?
Well, you are very scary.
Don't be daft.
Rude.
See? Very scary.
I still think she was rude.
You should find her. Talk to her again.
Okay. I mean, it's not like I got anything better to do on this island. And what's another spirit? I'm already talking to one.
Oh my god, Josh. I'm so jealous. Is this
Sand
where
in.
you've been hanging around?
Well, it's an island. 3, actually. So, plenty of beaches to go around.
Well, I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Sure, it's beautiful.
Seem to have no idea. No, a flower is beautiful.
No, a flower is beautiful. This place is extremely, absolutely, utterly impressive. It's breathtaking, wondrous, awe-inspiring, monumental.
You like words?
I love words.
Okay, so she didn't sketch anything about that woman. Or the ghost of the woman. Let's take a look over here.
This house. It means something. Ethel. She lost her entire family to the fever.
The tricks life plays on us. I'm sorry. Ugh, this is the freakiest doll I've ever seen.
Have a
I've
little
seen
respect.
freakier.
That is a beautiful doll.
What's her name? Was that Franny? Fanny. Henry. Dear Pixie, I'm so happy that you teached me to read and write. I'm writing a book. It is a lot of fun. I love stories. I read it to Fanny and Louisa. I'm a teacher too now. I teach Father to write his name. He's really good. Thank you, Hannah. sense of an ending. Ethel and Henry, what happened to them? How did they die? Okay, it says Fairies of Fire by Hannah Little. Once upon a time, there was a fairy that lived on the island. Her wings were made of fire, and they were so bright and everybody could see them. One night, a girl catched the fairy and put her in a jar. Because, in the night, it got very dark on the island. The fairy cried a lot, and the tears filled the jar, so she was swimming in her tears. I've never been one to believe in magic until now. Maybe fairies really could exist on these islands. Oh.
I remember those Sundays in the summer. Music drifting in the air, blended with children's laughter.
Is this actually a football? Looks ancient.
It looks like one of the really old footballs. Louisa. I'm probably
Back at the
supposed to go
school, you said
that
you wanted
way.
to travel. You sounded sad.
Not sad, it's silly,
Oh,
really.
it's silly, really.
I love silly.
I used to think I was going to dance around the world. On every continent. Every country. I'd go and hug the land wherever I wanted to go. And dance in honor of it.
I think that's cute. You don't think that anymore?
I'm all grown up now, Josh. Of course I don't.
I'm all grown up now, Josh.
Why? You're not going to answer me?
I did sort of. I don't have to.
I did. Sort of. I shrugged.
Like your shoulders? I can't see your shoulders.
Why not? You're here with me. I mean, it's not like we're on the phone or anything.
It sort of feels like it sometimes.
I wish we were on the phone.
I could hang up on you. Could turn down volume.
I could turn down the volume or text you.
Text me?
Never mind.
Oh, yikes. This is a lot. I don't know.
You're incredible.
Oh, well, thank you. Don't be ridiculous.
Thank
Thank you.
That's kind.
How you handle this whole situation? It's pretty amazing.
I should be afraid, I guess. But I'm not.
Your magnificent voice. Don't believe it's real.
Must be your magnetic voice.
Oh, magnetic.
Deep down, I'm a siren.
Oh, we just read things we want to see. Did you lure me here? Wanted me to crash?
Oh, did you lure me here?
You got me? Loneliness turned my heart black and bitter.
Well, I'm glad you did. I enjoy talking to you. You didn't really, did you?
Riley!
Just checking.
Must get lonely here. Not going insane out here.
I mean, it must get pretty lonesome out here, right?
I missed people, yes. No late night talks, that's for sure.
So you did want a companion.
And right on cue. Riley, you're going to have to trust me sooner than later.
I trust you less. I think I do trust you.
I think I do. Trust you.
Yeah, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go, but I don't want to, like, miss anything. Got a garden here. Got a well.
It still amazes me. So many gorgeous little things that have been left here.
You should take whatever you like. Nobody's gonna need it anytime soon.
I
Can't do
don't
that.
want to take things
Those
from
things have been here for
dead
so
people.
many years. Decades even. It's not mine to take.
Maybe you're meant to find them. Maybe the rogues want you here.
Scent that storm explains a lot.
That would explain why I enjoy this place so much.
Don't forget the amiable company of yours truly.
I swear to God, sometimes you sound like you popped out of a Jane Austen novel. The cottage. It was extremely well preserved. It must have been at least 19th century.
See? Rogues were waiting for you.
Still, I'm not taking anything from here. It just feels wrong.
It's also a bad idea. I might get haunted by a ghost. Okay, nothing here. That one house I'd went into is there.
Beatrice.
What about her from the school?
From the school up on the hill, yes?
That was her space, right?
If you mean her office, then I guess so.
It wasn't just her office. Or her classroom. It meant something to her.
Her place to redraw, I don't understand.
Like a place to redraw?
A sheltered place.
To safeguard the things that matter to her. I can see that.
I'd like to know more about her.
Little milk jugs.
This is recent. You think there's a shepherd around still?
These sheep don't need a shepherd. It's a breed that doesn't even need to be shaven.
You can't know this from looking at the bones.
And you know this from looking at the bones?
I know this because that's what the farmers used to keep around here. I was there.
Oh, right.
Oh, here we go. Wild horses.
Hiya, diary. I like sitting here. Reminds me of when I was a girl. You see, there were horses here. You can still see their pen and their stables. Secretly, I like to name them and imagine what it must have been like to ride them on that beach there. There would have been a Black Beauty, of course. God, I love horses. They're so wild and free. And when I was riding them as a girl, I felt the same. Wild and free. The wind blowing back my hair, the thundering hooves. Why did that feeling ever stop? And why did I think I'd find it here? The horses are long dead. And I'm trapped. On this island. In my head. With him.
I remember those horses. And the Evanslings. We leased a horse from them whenever we had a cargo that needed to go over the hill.
We?
The Islanders.
Wait, she said she was trapped with somebody in her head. Maybe it's Josh. And now he's in my head. Oh my god. Oh, I can't go that way. I was going to try to jump over it, but... I don't know if I need to go that way, but like the beach was like pretty long. Did I come through here? Yes, I came through here. I think wherever we find a cassette tape is where we're supposed to go.
I keep thinking about Cordelia crying.
What about her? Did you like her?
Did you like her?
What kind of question is that?
Honestly, what's wrong with it?
Don't know anything. Had a thing with her.
Maybe you and her had a thing?
Riley, are you jealous?
Hey, now, I'm
Don't be ridiculous.
maybe a
You're
little.
a ghost.
And a nuisance, I don't know you. Totally silly.
That will be ridiculous. Besides, I don't even like you.
Try that again and see if I believe you.
Breathe deep, Riley. He'll be gone soon.
But not yet. You cannot run from me.
I don't want to. Everstone's farm. And this is why you go everywhere.
What did you do out here for fun? Not that this isn't a fun place. You're smiling.
I think I am. But how could you possibly...
Picturing your eyes, I can sense it.
I can picture your eyes crinkling around the edges. Of course, I don't know if those are really your eyes. But, you know, whatever.
Don't be uncomfortable. I'm glad you felt me smiling. I wish I could see your smile.
I wish you could too. With that accent. Interesting. Can't see in there. Okay, yeah, so we definitely have to go between those houses. But I'm glad I came this way because I got some little extra stuff. And I got to flirt with the ghost, so. Even though my character is not going to admit it. She likes his voice too, I can tell. I get stuck in the tree.
Is that a Walkman you've got in there?
How did you know?
How did you know?
I think I used to know somebody who had one as well. What music do you listen to?
The kind that makes me feel things.
So you're the emotional type.
Feelings are for feelings, not at all.
Feelings are for feeling. I read that somewhere.
It's interesting that I had that there, even though I could have swore I had, yeah, because there's the milk jugs. Jugs. Juds.
Wait,
What the?
do you hear that?
No, what?
The hell?
Why can't you hear it?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe I'm the ghost and he's not. Okay, you can stop laughing now. You're creeping me out, kid. Knock it off. Little will-o-wisp.
Fuck. What's that?
What? I'm gonna follow them.
Come on, honey. I want to drink this tea while it's still hot.
Mom, did you know that Rebecca from the grocery store has seen a will-o-wisp?
Has she?
Have you ever seen one?
No. Cheese or haddock sandwich?
Cheese, please. Just maybe Daddy's turn into one. A will-o-wisp, I mean.
Now you know that's not true. Daddy's left. I know it's hard. but we have to accept it.
This may be a doll. I asked Miss Jessup about Will-O-Wisps, but she said they're poppycock. She said there are no such things as ghosts who drift along the marshes. And the sooner I let go of such romantic notions, the better.
Oh, well, she might be right about that one.
Riley. Riley! Are you okay?
What?
What the hell just happened?
I'm not sure.
Something hanky just happened. What the hell just...
I mean, you saw it too, right?
I did.
What was that? Was it real?
What was that?
I don't know.
Well,
I
now,
do remember that little girl, though. Pixie.
Pixie.
how come he saw it, but he didn't hear it?
For adventures. Discovering new clues to grand mysteries. Her words, not mine.
I could have fallen off the cliff and died. Okay, make sure there's nothing over here. Okay, doesn't seem to be. It's poppycock.
Little girl.
Bellamere.
Dad abandoned her. You saw that, right?
I did.
Who does that?
I wish my dad had left.
I hate them. Tell me about your
Tell
dad.
me about your dad.
He was a brute.
How so?
I don't remember much. Just as vile. He was horrible.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Josh. It's a church.
There was an epidemic.
The fever. That's what killed Ethel's entire family.
Must have been a nightmare.
Okay, Bellamere, so many dead. I really do not like graveyards. It says sacred in memory of those islanders who died from the fever during the epidemic of 1832. Okay, nothing over there. Oh, make a sketch. Oh, goody, we have to go through the front of the graveyard to get to the church.
A graveyard.
So many lives lost, need to investigate.
So many lives lost. All gone.
This is valuable information, though.
I know. We should take a look at these headstones.
And so we have Here Lies Father Thomas, Shepherd of Us, Sea Folk. See, not all of them have names on them. Nora Crown.
Nora Crown.
Doesn't that sound vaguely familiar to you?
What's the name of the daughter?
Does. Her name was in that newspaper article we found back at the school.
It says, remember me and I will love you forevermore. Nora Crown, March 24th, 1802 to March 21st, 1855. Was she like in her 40s, I think? Well, no, 50, what, 53? I think I did my math right there. And then in beloved memory, and beloved and abiding memory, Cordelia Crown. Let's say 9/11, 1782, and then something to 1833.
Cordelia Crown. We know all about her.
Okay, so we have one over here. We have Callum Compton. Died the 18th of June, 1833. Trusted friend, beloved uncle. Huh, they don't have his date of birth on there.
Callum Compton.
Look at the date. 18th of June, 1833.
Same as Cordelia Crown. You think there's a connection?
It's possible.
Maybe they were sick. Here lies Beatrice Parker. Oh, that's that woman. I'm sorry for staying on your grave. January 18th, 1821 and May 2nd to 1877. She was one of those who followed her dream ships and stars.
Oh, shit. It's Beatrice Parker from the school. That's so sad.
Okay, so we've got that one. There's Benjamin Parker, trusted friend, beloved husband. Died in 1866. Light will guide you home. Probably have to go that way. Lewis Scruff Doyle, March 21st, 1944. Today he dwells with the angels.
Scruff.
Died in 1944. That's late.
I was gonna say, so far that's the latest date. Or the most recent, I guess I should say. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. Okay, he was a fool, but Francis loved him. Irving Evanston, February 28th, 1770, and October 30th, 1827. And then we have, I have left the troubled ocean and now laid down to sleep. Archibald Archie O'Sullivan, 805, 1768, and 808, 1826.
Archie. That sounds so sweet.
I have left the troubled ocean.
That doesn't sound so sweet.
Okay, disappointed but never surprised, Jefferson Boyle, or Bile, 524, 1798, and 722, 1834. Thaddeus Cook, wow, his looks like it was made out of wood. Oh, well, those do too. It's unusual. Cast a cold eye on life, on death, horsemen pass by, Thaddeus Cook.
I remember him. Bad news, that guy.
How so?
Date,
Smuggler,
though.
I think.
Could be why he's got like a wooden one, I think. And then we have Ethel Little. Softly at night, the stars are shining on you. 7/2/1799 and 8/26/1862.
Softly at night, the stars are shining on you.
Ethel. She lived so much longer than her family. She was so strong. I don't know how she managed.
Then Dylan Sprouse, late constable of the Rogue Islands.
Surprise.
A constable. Didn't didn't know the islands had a police force.
Neither did I.
It's kind of funny, she doesn't draw everybody's. Then we have Terrence Mwambi. Died June 2nd, 1904. All he made was love.
Look, it's Terrence, the baker. He never left.
Okay, so that goes around to the gate. So let's go into the church. See if there's anything in there. Oh, there we go.
This is about Beatrice, from the school, a cornerstone of this community.
Okay, so Sunday, August 30th, 1846, Mass preparation. In Mass, I must remember to announce the church picnics next week, and most importantly, I must especially remember to announce the opening of the Cordelia Crown Elementary School. I will talk to the organist about arranging for the children to sing a song in Miss Beatrice Parker's honor. Miss Parker has been of such service to our community. To think without Miss Beatrice Parker, so many of our children would be unable to read and write. Now we have our own school, and she can teach them all. Such a blessing. Okay, so a remarkable lady, adored by many. She had purpose. I wish I'd known her. Yeah, it's official. I'm losing it. When you start writing crap like that, you need a break, Riley. Oh. Another tape. Devil? Does that say devilry?
I'm such a silly goose sometimes. Thought the evil spirit wouldn't follow me into a church. Shut up! Maybe I've seen too many movies. God, if you're listening, this spirit is evil. Hear me? Evil. Yes, I'm talking about you. I hear him all the time. Sometimes I wish I had gone back with the others. At least I could have talked to a psychiatrist or something. Now it's just me and him. Stop! These people you talk about, they've been dead for so long. Why does it matter? I don't understand any of it. I don't care about Cordelia Crown or why she thought she needed to confess. I want a bit of peace in my head. Yes, you gave me Seabrook, but you want me to stay on that beach forever. But why? Yes, I'm listening. Father Thomas, yes. He's the one that taught you to read, I remember. So he was here when it all happened.
Was she talking to you?
As far as I know.
Father Thomas.
You think he knew me?
Maybe he taught you how to read.
Who's it from?
Pixie.
The little girl?
I guess she grew up.
Okay, dearly beloved friends, forever I will remember my mother as a young woman standing on the edge of the cliffs, her steely gaze set on the sea, watching for my father's return. With great heartache, she had to give up waiting, but she never lost her love for our islands. My family is tied to this place for eternity. You may remember my mother, Nora, as the one who could always count on to care for your children, to wipe a fevered brow, to read you a letter. She was as good and kind as the day is long. I cannot express the depth of my loss, just as my mother would never heal from the loss of my father. I too now possess a permanent hole in my heart. Dearest mother, I hope you have found the peace I know you never found in life, and I hope you are looking down and smiling upon your beloved islands. I will always love you, your dearest daughter, Pixie. I know of holes in your heart. When I lost my mom, I didn't know how I'd carry on. I miss you every day, Mum. Take me home. Oh, almost missed that.
Cordelia Crown. Oh,
What? What does it say? Did she come to the priest?
shh. I'm trying to read, Josh.
Why is this stuff just laying around? Okay, September 10th, 1830. To my utter disbelief, Miss Cordelia Crown came to see me in the dead of night. I was awoken to a loud pounding on my door. There stood Mrs. Crown in quite a state. She demanded I listen to her confession and would hear nothing of my protestations about the lateness of the hour. Protestations. There we go. Words are hard sometimes. The confession I was privy to was nothing short of remarkable. She could no longer carry the burden of the terrible secret, she said. But no gentle lady, as is Mrs. Crown, could ever have been responsible for any wrongdoing, so much less the travesties of which she spoke. Alas, I fear she has succumbed to the fevers. I sincerely hope her deliriousness will disappear come morn. I wonder what she confessed to. What act is so horrible you feel you need to confess in the middle of the night? Murdering somebody, maybe?
Father Thomas.
So, February 16th, 1873. I have been on the roads nearly all my life, and never have I seen the pews so empty. Alas, the grain prices have driven so many families from the islands. A few hardy souls remain, and I will continue to offer them respite from their struggles every Sunday. The church and I will continue to be a sanctuary for whomever is left. Father Thomas. Wonder what gets added there. Wonder if I missed something. Oh, still got some stuff.
Cordelia Crown.
Died in 1833.
You already knew that.
Okay, so in loving remembrance of Cordelia Crown, died June 18th, 1833, age 51 years, gone but not forgotten. 'Tis hard to break the tender cord when love has bound the heart. 'Tis hard, so hard to speak the words, we must forever part. Dearest loved one, we must lay thee in peaceful grave's embrace, but thy memory will be cherished till we see thy heavenly face. There we go, that's what filled that in. Okay, alright, so we can head out of here.
I'm glad we're out of there.
You don't like churches?
I don't like graveyards especially.
Did you go to church, Beatrice Parker, Cordelia Crown? Let's ask
Did you
you.
go to church?
It was never about going to church. More about a sense of community. Everybody was always there. Even Cordelia Crown and her daughter Nora.
Did you ever meet Cordelia? Did you ever meet Nora?
Did you ever meet Nora?
Probably. But I can't be sure.
Are you ever sure about anything?
Are you frowning?
What? Why? No, I'm not ready.
What? Why?
I can't tell if you're annoyed. I can't see your face.
I'm not annoyed. It's my head. You're talking at full volume here, and I can't turn you off. And don't say you're sorry.
Check really quick. Okay, yeah. Because that came straight from there, so I have to go this way. Yep. Okay. Two different ways I could go. And they still get in the same area, but...
They say that when you're still and you listen, you can hear your soul.
They do?
They do. Josh, are you my soul? Talking to me?
You don't think I'm real?
No evidence of you, dark shadow.
We've found no evidence of your existence here.
But I know things. Things you don't.
I'm being silly, you're probably right.
You're probably right.
And I'll try harder to remember things.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Does it say it's Pinewater Bay, Flimsy?
Dear Diary, today I paid another visit to Scruff's place. Pinewater Bay. I love that word. I wasn't talking to you. To my tape recorder. It's like a journal, I told you. Can you just be quiet for 2 seconds? So, as I was saying, Scruff. He abandoned his family. Who does that? He did too. And you let him. I read his letters. I don't care what you said. I understand about the sorrows of war. Dad was never the same after the Rim War. But he came back for me. Those girls did not have to grow up without a father. He did have a choice. You always have a choice. And so did you. You should have let him go. No, bollocks. You do know how. You could have let both of us go if you tried. Oh, piss off, Josh. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
So it is him.
She said, Josh. She called you by your name.
Margot,
You were in her head?
I don't understand.
I think the woman doing Margot plays Lucy in The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker because her voice sounds really familiar.
Soldiers. Maybe the skipper was one of them.
I don't know. Not many islanders went to the First War.
Maybe he wasn't from the islands.
Does it say Perry, 1913 Perry, Doyle, and Langdon? Pinewater Bay. I always pictured him as an old man, yet here he is a younger soldier. They look so different, both can't be true. Or maybe they can. I'll be old someday, hopefully.
He was a soldier.
Lewis Doyle.
Naval Forces Certification of Identification, Port of Bethan. The bearer, Lewis Doyle, whose home address is 856 North Conical Dune, Manigan, born on April 13th, 1893. Statement of personal description: height 5'9", color of hair brown, color of eyes brown. Approval on date December 15th, 1913, approved by Ernest Mayweather. Military passport. Oh, there's something else there.
He went to war.
The First War.
The horror he must have seen.
I remember that one lad. His picture's from the Second War.
So this Lewis Doyle was involved in both wars.
It says you and Samuel Foster. June 1941, he could not have made the journey without you. Love, Carrie. You and Lee Paxton, June 1940. I know you brought him much comfort before service. Love, Carrie. Okay, and off they were to their deaths. How could he do it? Or was he the only one capable of getting them there safely?
Whoever owned that boat had military history, that's for sure.
I wonder, though.
A second war picture about the medal, the first war picture. Why did he go to war?
Why did he keep that picture from the First War? Do you think one of those soldiers later steered that ship?
You want to know if one of them was the skipper?
Yes, maybe that's crazy.
Yes. Maybe he fought in the First War and then took soldiers on his ship in the Second War.
That's not crazy at all. Scruff took them to the mainland to get their training.
What are you saying?
Scruff! That's right! That's what we called him.
You know this man.
Perfectly. I even remember his face, his voice, his humming, his tobacco.
This is huge. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh my god, Josh! This is huge!
I know.
What was he like?
Warm, helpful, caring, always talking.
Okay, well, Josh is starting to remember some things. It's a good sign. Probably have to go that way at some point. We'd have to be able to, or else this is going to be a dead end.
Josh, it's happening again.
Yikes.
You never send them.
They're meant to live here with me, not go out into the world.
Letters are meant to be read.
Maybe, my boy. And then again, maybe letters are just meant to be written.
I don't understand.
My girls, they're happier without me. No. They have lives, love. I'm a sad old man whose single death I care to share. And these hands, I killed with them. Can't wash that war away, no matter how many years at sea.
But those hands, they've also healed.
Healing doesn't make up for the taking of a life. There's no return from that.
Why write it all then?
I love my daughters. Think about them all the time. And I suppose I want to remind them that I spent them all far. And there's no sense to it. But it works for me. They have a new family now, and
You...
I have you, no? Lord knows you've been so hard to take care of me. Let's go find a spot for this one, boy.
What about three sisters?
3 sisters. Yes, that was
Scruff. That was Scruff. Exactly like I remember him.
I didn't see you. You weren't there.
I was already dead.
You were in his head too.
Huh. Yikes, maybe Josh is like a parasite or something.
Another letter.
Why does he keep hiding them? You should have sent them.
26th of September 1939. My sweets, as you've probably heard, war has struck again. We humans never seem to learn from our mistakes. During the First War, I was a medic. My mission was to save the boys. There were so many I couldn't help. Sometimes I had to make a choice over who should live and who should die. I essentially killed one to save another. The smell of death, the bodies, the blood, the screams of agony. They never let you go. I wish I could imprint all that upon these young boys who are enlisting. Their lives are never going to be the same. I cannot make them see. Instead, they're filled with excitement for the adventures they believe are ahead. I know no way to know, so I take them. My boat and I deliver them to the front line. My friend Carrie told me the myth of Carol, the ferryman to the river Styx. I feel like I, too, am delivering these boys to the underworld. All I can offer is a safe passage, but I cannot save them. In these dark days, I don't know if I can save Josh either. My head is a swirl, and I'm no closer to having an answer. That boy is my heart, and I have to help him. I'm so sorry to have written such a grim letter. I only make it through these times knowing that you are well. You're having fun.
Ready or not, he could have ended
He
this.
didn't have a choice.
No, he didn't. He should have faced his kids. Shared his sorrow.
Sometimes it's not easy for people
Do
to
you know
do
who
that.
this is?
Archibald O'Sullivan. We called him Archie. A gardener. At the lodge, I think.
Archie.
Why did he think that place was so important? What happened there?
Stillwater Cove.
Do you see that date?
June 18th?
I'm sure I've seen it before.
Okay, so obituary. Mr. Callum Compton, 35, dies, Big Rogue Island, June 18th. Residents of Rogue Island mourn the passing of Mr. Callum Compton, who died today due to the lodge fire. Mr. Callum Compton was born on Dark Rogue Island, and remained there all his life. Mr. Compton survived by his niece Pixie. A memorial service will be held at the church on Sunday, the 23rd of June. Because that's what happened. The lodge caught on fire. That's what happened to Cordelia and that other guy. That fire at the lodge, I don't think that was an accident.
A receipt for bottles.
That name Compton. We've seen it before.
In the graveyard.
Callum Compton.
Okay, so Mr. Compton acknowledges the receipt of 12 bottles from Mr. Barlow on the 22nd of August, 1819, whereupon the sale of said bottles, Mr. Compton will present Mr. Barlow with 10% of sale amount. Soldier in the First War, that's a long time ago. A hero, what comes back when you give? What did life bring him? Who is Barlow? Why did Scruff keep his receipt? Did Josh know him? Josh equals Barlow. Josh Barlow?
Here on the islands.
Oh my god. Josh! Look! That's your name.
Oh my god, is he the murderer? The Rogues Gazette, a weekly publication. Monday, September 13th, 1819, the Black Bell murder. Tragedy struck at the Black Bell Tavern late Tuesday night when George Smith was brutally stabbed by an unknown assailant. George, age 32, was rumored to be involved in smuggling activities, and the Black Bell was often thought to be the smuggling hub. Witnesses deny such claims. George was just drinking too much and yelling at someone. And then there was a knife, said Josh. Upon questioning, he added, I cannot see with whom George was fighting. The bell is not very well lit. Callum, who had also been at the scene, added, the Black Bell may attract some unsavory folk, but most of us are upstanding members of our community. I'm sure this will not happen again, and I hope they find who did this soon. This proclamation was met by the agreement from all Black Bell patrons, who then raised a glass to George. Constable Sprouse says he has no current leads and the investigation will continue. It's just one mystery after another. Okay, Pinewater Bay. A lot of trouble went down at the Black Bell. Callum, who is he? What was he doing at the Bell? Why was Josh there? Was he involved in the murder? Probably was Josh.
These are beautiful pictures, but why did he put them up here?
He must have found something here.
Lands in.
That's not Scruff's handwriting.
Where'd he get these notes? Is this about you?
Okay, January 12th, 1821. It appears I was right, and he has been smuggling contraband into the islands. What's more, it seems he's been doing this in the service of the crowns. Most islanders seem to know this for a fact, and yet do not seem to mind in the least. Even Constable Williford turns a blind eye. In fact, I've been told I had better quit my inquiries if I want to keep my job as a special constable, which puts me in an impossible situation. Alright. Okay, so Scruff was conducting his own investigation and he had someone else's notes. Where did he get them?
Kerry was feeding him.
Let's say they fed each other. He'd go fishing or hunting boar.
Sauerkraut.
He missed these girls so much.
Then why didn't he go home?
Scruff's girls.
I know this picture. It was at that first cabin we found.
Carrie's, yes. That's her.
And that's Scruff.
I think his sleeves, those two.
It says, "It is these moments of joy that make life extraordinary." I love Carrie. Did Scruff love Carrie?
No label, no nothing. Was he making his own liquor?
No, they look older. At least 19th century?
I really don't get why he buried his letters in these. His daughters probably thought he was dead.
And he liked it better like that.
Never finished this one. Must have died suddenly.
From a broken heart. Literally. His heart failed. Still, he refused to leave me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, May 22nd, 1944. My dearest Alice, Emily, and Jane, I saw the young porpoise today. He leaped through the waves with such joy, such freedom, and I thought of you, my daughters. And I remembered the days before I left. I remember the joy of your tiny fingers wrapped around my own. I remember your wild curls flying as I chased you. I remembered your squeals of laughter, such laughter. Of course, you are now grown women, maybe even have children of your own. But for me, you remain those small girls with that same wild spirit, like that young porpoise dancing in the water. I saw the porpoise when I was out on the boat with my friend Josh. I've spoken of him in my other letters. We were sailing to the isle known as the Dark Rogue. It is a beautiful and rugged place. I wish you could see it. Josh tells me it was a deadly place back in his day, yet they couldn't keep him away. Okay, so you always have a choice. He chose not to go back to his daughters. He chose Josh instead. Okay, there's where that one was. I was like, I know there was another that'd come up and I'd clicked on it beforehand. Okay, so we're gonna head back out.
It's as if he was conducting his own investigation.
You mean I've been through this before?
I think Scruff was looking for you in the history of these islands, yeah.
Why am I still here then?
Maybe he died before he could finish it?
Callum Compton, his daughter, the pictures and the drawings, the smuggling.
Callum Compton.
Murder at the Black Bell. He died in that fire.
He died in that fire at the lodge.
You think I was involved?
I didn't say that. It had some dealings. It's a possibility.
I didn't say that.
I didn't kill anyone, Riley.
You can't actually know that, Josh. You keep saying you don't remember your life. Maybe you've forgotten for a reason.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Hey, I didn't say. We have to. Alright.
Right.
Ooh,
So,
almost lost it.
Scruff lived here mid-20th century. And he investigated your death.
My death? I don't like it when you say it out loud like that.
But you are dead. I know it's not easy.
I know this isn't an easy topic for you. We have to think about what that means.
It means that not everything I remember happened when I was alive.
And that there may have been others that you could talk with.
We should find them.
Okay, now we continue. Wait, I got the sketch, right? Yeah, okay. Nope, no cassette tape. Thought it might have been in that log. It's usually where I seem to find them is in logs.
Josh?
Linden Breeze, I don't like it, but I have a confession.
I have a little confession to make. I'm actually glad I met you.
Oh, all right. I think you just made me blush.
Kind of funny the oars are just still staying like that.
Is that hair?
Yes. To remember the deceased.
Yikes. No, I know they did stuff like that back then. They also took death photos, which are weird to me. Nana, 1782 and 1830 through 1833.
So you'll always know where to find me.
Who's it from?
Doesn't say.
There's something on the bottom. Pixie dust. Is that really that kid's name?
Is she crying?
She looks alright.
Maybe she's angry.
A mother, a father, a crying child. Not your usual happy family portrait. Linden Breeze. So where to go next? That's one of the hardest things to decide, and sometimes you need direction to find your way. Pixie dust. Do people truly believe in fairy tales?
Whose journal is this?
Nora.
That's Hixie's mother.
Yeah, the woman from the picnic.
And from the eulogy in the priest's notebook. Remember?
Okay, June 25th, 1833. How does one begin? We buried Mother in Callum today. A heavy day with more loss than one can hold, and yet the sun continues to shine. Despite being the month of June, I thought of Coleridge's words. Come, come thou bleak December wind, and blow the dry leaves from the tree. That refrain repeated itself to the rhythm of my beating heart as we lay Cordelia crowned to rest. She and I had our differences and our woes, but her love and devotion to Pixie were not to be denied. I held the girl close as she wept. So much loss in one so small. But we survived. It's all we know how to do. Of course, the question of why Callum and my mother were together at the lodge remains. The lodge remains. What business did they share? One may never know the truth, but certainly one can ruminate. Mysteries keep the dead from being dead. They remain alive as we desperately try to know their secrets. But I hear Pixie, and I must go comfort my sweet girl. Nora, in loving remembrance of Cordelia Crown. So yeah, we read that one. The Rogues Gazette. A weekly publication. Sunday, June 23rd. 1833, the tragic lodge fire, 2 dead. Tuesday quiet summer night was interrupted by a tragic fire at the lodge. The bells rang as the large manor went up into flames. The Rogue Islands lost 2 of its beloved citizens, Mrs. Cordelia Crown and Mr. Callum Compton. Constable Sprouse says foul play may be at work, but further investigation is necessary. Mrs. Cordelia Crown and Mr. Callum Compton appeared to have been together in the upper drawing room when the fire erupted. Constable Sprouse refused to say if Mr. Callum Compton's long-suspected dealing with the smuggler's gang was related to his investigation. Firefighters battled the flames until the wee hours of the morning. The majestic loch will no longer brighten our shores, as its upper floors were heavily damaged, and Mrs. Cordelia Crown, a true benefactress for the Rogue Islands, will be greatly missed by all its citizens. A memorial service for Mrs. Cordelia Crown will be held this morning, Sunday, the 23rd of June. Okay, Lyndon Breeze, Callum and Cordelia, what was up with those two? The possibilities drives me mad, or the lack thereof. Find out about their deaths.
She was married.
Always. My love.
That sounds nice. I'd like that. Always.
10, 15, 18, 19. Always. It seems kind of a long time. Will someone ever love me for always? I can't imagine.
Coleridge. His words get me every time.
I wandered lonely as a cloud.
That floats on high o'er vales and hills. That's Wordsworth.
I like him better.
The Rime of the Ancient Mariner in 7 parts. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of 3. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stoppest thou me? The bridge groom's doors are open wide, and I am next of kin. The guest are met, the feast is set. Mayest hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off, unhand me, grey beard loon. Elfsoon's his hand dropped he. Okay, so I think that's everything in here. Was there, no.
I remember Nora on that beach with her daughter, Pixie.
Was their home.
What are you thinking?
It's so weird that you're in my head, but you can't know what I'm thinking.
You should be glad. So, what's on your mind?
That lock of hair, the compass, the journal, this house.
This house. I would like to walk out of this house every morning.
With a mug of tea.
You got that right, never. It could be that.
Got that right. But none of those black leaves for me. I prefer hot steaming ginger tea.
That's what Carrie used to drink. Scruff hated it. He was a man of black tea with a cloud of milk, and it just had to be so.
Hang on.
Pixie, Nora Crown.
Pixie. She's Nora's daughter. And Cordelia Crown is Nora's mother.
So Pixie,
She's the granddaughter of Cordelia Crown.
the girl's a crown.
Maybe the father was Callum. Wait, did I look in the potty? Because one of these days there's gonna be something in there, and I'm gonna miss it because I didn't look in there. Okay. The Three Sisters. Oh.
Yeah. You and me, we're both fighters. So you're gonna have to be strong without me. You're gonna have to keep watch. Make sure no one enters this beach without me knowing about it, okay? It might be Daddy. And I might not be here. And I can't miss him. I can't not talk to him, or he might leave again. But if I tell him I love him, if I tell him I'm sorry, then he'll stay. I know he will. Okay, Jig? I'll be back before nightfall, so you're not alone. I know you're scared of the dark.
Is this a backpack?
Shoulder bag, used specifically when hiking.
Looks like she did a lot of that.
That's funny. It showed that it illustrated something. Maybe I have to look at everything first.
I used to draw maps like these, of imaginary worlds with fairies and mermaids.
Why did you stop?
I had to grow up.
Black Bell, horses, sheep, house, mom, my cave, Nana, lighthouse, Black Bell. She seemed determined, ready to go down the rabbit hole. I wonder, have these islands changed much since she drew this map? She didn't map out the Dark Rogue.
Josh, it's Tig.
She loved that stuffed animal so much.
I had a soft dog like that. I would hug it every night, eating its little head on my chest to fall asleep. I still have it on my boat.
I love you, Tig. Nothing will bring her down.
What was she looking for?
I need a pair of these. I always feel like there's something I need to see. Something far in the distance, just out of reach. What was that girl looking for?
Oh, this is interesting.
She really did picture herself as a true detective.
September 14th, 1831. Went to Little Rogue again today. How I love walking along the shore. I found 3 perfect shells, but this time I was there on business. Interview with Mr. Cogswell. I wanted to talk to Mr. Cogswell alone, so he came to meet me at Little Rogue, near Land's End, where no one could see us. He promises not to tell Mother I came unsupervised. Notes taken during my conversation. 1. According to Mr. Cogswell, my father loved the islands and my mother, but I'm unsure if he is saying that just to make me feel better. 2. He says he does not know my father left, but he hints that maybe my father was involved in something he shouldn't have been. He refused to say more. I will need to investigate further, maybe a trip to the Dark Rogue. There are stories of old pirates and smugglers' gangs. 3. He also says my uncle knew my father far better than anyone. I don't understand why Uncle Callum won't talk about my father then. Is he sad, or does he know more than he likes to say? Tomorrow I'm off to the Dark Rogue. I don't care what Uncle Callum says. If the Dark Rogue is no place for a lady, he should not have given me the pixie dust. I am a detective, and there has to be a clue there, so I must go. I only need to be sure nobody sees me set sail, or they'll tell Mom or Nana. Oh, nothing on that. Okay, such bravery. I understand the beckoning of the marshes and the beaches, but what was she hoping to find? Surely not her father. Such foolishness. A little necklace.
Love this. Wish I had a necklace like that.
Maybe someday, when you're all grown up.
Ha ha, Josh. Walk me to the sea, I want more. The tingle of the ridges pressing in my fingertips takes me back to another time, back to her. Mom? Oh, little birds up there, that's cute. Ah, I was gonna say, can you get out? I'm stuck.
She's nothing like me. Why did she keep these here? Why not back at the house?
My bet is she didn't want Nora to know.
My heart aches whenever I think of those well-worn boots. Such freedom to go where you want, to decide for yourself. I can hear the rushing of my blood just thinking about that. Okay, so let's see if there's anything around here that I missed when I got pulled into the memory. Oh.
1st of July 1941. My sweet Elphins. Today I found a letter from a young girl called Pixie, whose father left the islands many years ago. She is filled with longing and searches for him continuously. How her story broke my heart. Have I caused you, my daughters, such immense sorrow? Am I the cause for tears? I too sailed away and left you behind. Know that leaving you was the hardest thing I've ever done. Know that my love for you is the one thing that keeps me strong. There's nothing I can say to make it right. I just hope you forgive me. And in truth, I hope you've forgotten me, so that I do not bring you such sorrow. Your loving father.
I don't believe this guy.
He's a man with regrets.
Unable to fix his mistakes. You like him?
I get him.
I was gonna say, I recognize the guy that's known as, like, Scruff or Father or whatever. I recognize his voice, too. I can't place where I've heard it before. Like, in what game? Okay, I don't see anything else here, so let's continue on.
I just don't understand why she kept looking for her dad.
Because she believed in him. Isn't there anything you ever believed in? With your whole heart?
I believed in Santa Claus, and he never came after my mom died.
Maybe it's because you were really bad.
Oh my god, it's her!
Why are you here?
Hello to you too. I don't scare easily.
Well, hello to you too.
I saw you leaping about on the beach. Why?
You've been watching me. They're beautiful beaches. A storm dragged me here, leaping about.
You've been watching me. How's that working out for you?
You don't carry any sleeping bags or bedrolls. You're not prepared for this. What are you plotting?
I see. You expect answers. Let me ask you a question instead.
Why are you here? Who are you?
Who are you?
Why, Beatrice Parker.
But you're dead from the school?
School?
Head mistress.
Look, I don't know the right or wrong of this. I need to figure out how I can help this ghost that's stuck here. And maybe, just maybe, you can help me. Or a ghost yourself, also stuck.
I don't see a ghost.
He's not here.
Are you denying the words you just said?
He's in my head. He's invisible.
He's in my head.
So you're imagining him.
Okay, stop. Can you help me help him?
About Nora Crown, about Cordelia Crown, about Pixie.
I'd like to know about a girl named Pixie.
She's dead.
I know that. It's about the Crown family. I want to know about them.
But if it's their home you're looking for, you should try the lodge. On Little Grove.
Thank you.
One word of advice. Don't trust that ghost of yours. I used to know everybody here. And I've never heard of him. Goodbye.
Did I tell you his name? I mean, I don't remember sharing that with you. Was this that one fence that I came up on? I think it is. Yeah, because this is the house. Or the school. This is the school, yeah. So this comes up behind the school. Oh, we're not going to talk about that, Josh? That she said not to trust you?
This time she said goodbye.
Oh.
She's not making much sense, is she?
Yeah, like, why shouldn't I trust you? Didn't even tell her your name. She can't know you.
She must really not like me.
No, she didn't. Why is that?
Why is that?
Did you do something to her pee in her letterbox?
You didn't pee in a letterbox, did you?
What? No! Riley, I swear. You're as mad as a hatter.
Good. I like it better when you're laughing.
Who says I'm laughing?
Oh, wild guess. Hear it in your voice.
I can hear it in your voice. Now, how do I get to Little Rogue?
Do I have to take my boat? Because this comes down to where I was. That's that house I couldn't get to. Oh, okay, there's something over there, so let me come. It's another letter, so I want to come over here first.
Callum Compton.
I remember him. He was up on Scruff's investigation wall.
Okay, County Code RI, Rep Code 238, reference number CC110/1817, title Illegal Distribution of High Proof Spirits, date October the 1st, 1817, accused Callum Compton, victim none available, witness or witnesses, Special Constable Dylan Sprouse, assessed status closed. Related record CC2108-1817. Description: yesterday apprehended Mr. Compton for illegal distribution of high proof spirits. However, before his arrest, Mr. Compton's distilling apparatus caught fire and the small shack used for said illicit activity was burned to ashes. Penalty: Mr. Compton was tried but let off with merely a warning on the grounds that there was no liquor and evidence to support the seriousness of the charges. Title Illegal Poaching Attempt, June 14th, 1814. Accused is Callum Compton. Victims none available. Witnesses is John Griffiths. Access state closed. Related record not available. So description: the accused was found guilty of illegal poaching attempts on the premises of the Griffiths family. Penalty: on Mrs. Griffiths' request, Mr. Compton was released without charges on his promise to cease any further poaching attempts in the area. Mrs. Griffiths was willing to show mercy in honor of Mr. Compton's mother and her friend who died while out poaching for her sons. Okay, so stealing of tobacco, November 13th, 1815, Callum Compton, victim Thomas Baker. Witnesses was Thomas Baker, closed. So description: the accused was caught red-handed trying to steal a pouch of tobacco from Mr. Baker's grocery shop. Penalty: the accused was sentenced to pay a fine of 12p to Mr. Baker, as the accused didn't have such money at his disposal. Both parties agreed on a payment of 2p per month. Goodness gracious. Okay, so bar fight in the Black Bell on March 6, 1813, Callum Compton. Victim was Henry Selch Jr. Witnesses was Henry Selch Sr. and Thaddeus Cook. Okay, description: the accused was found guilty of picking a fight with the victim over a game of dice. During the game, Mr. Compton accused Mr. Selch Jr. of cheating. However, no evidence was found that Mr. Selch Jr. had indulged in any cheating, as his father, Mr. Henry Selch Sr., stood witness to the entire game. According to said father, it was Mr. Compton himself who cheated once Mr. Compton knew there was no way for him to win the game. Mr. Selch Sr.'s testimony was backed up by Mr. Thaddeus Cook, owner of the Black Bell. Penalty: Mr. Compton was sentenced to 2 weeks of gardening in the service of the Selch family. Okay, fighting in the Docking Bay 4, March 24th, 1813, Callum Compton. Victim is Clifford Watson. Witness or witnesses: Horatio Morris, Charles Edward, Byron Cooper. Case closed. So description: a huge bar erupted today at the docks after Mr. Compton was denied access to unload cargo from Mr. Watson's fishing vessel, the Nimrod. Mr. Watson claimed Mr. Compton was working in cahoots with Mr. Reginald Shaw, captain of the rival fishing vessel, the Flying Spur. Mr. Watson accused Mr. Compton of deliberately sabotaging and thus delaying the Nimrod's departure on multiple occasions. The reason for the sabotage, according to Mr. Watson, was so Mr. Shaw could beat Mr. Watson to the rogue's Rich's fishing grounds just offshore. Witnesses were especially descriptive of Mr. Compton's angry demeanor, calling him a feral savage who should be put in chains for everybody's sake. Penalty: Mr. Compton was denied access to the docks for 1 month and permanent denial of access to the Nimrod. Okay, so Callum Compton, a good heart turned cold as ice.
More of these bottles.
Contraband. We were all distilling it.
Liquor?
Whiskey.
Is this Archie?
Archibald O'Sullivan, yeah. I didn't know he had a record.
He was a criminal.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, so public intoxication at Stillwater Cove, December 13th, 1820. Archibald O'Sullivan, a.k.a. Archie. No victims. Witness was Constable Williford. Description: Mrs. Berthelbert reported she witnessed Mr. O'Sullivan stumbling about Stillwater Cove in seriously inebriated state. She reported as much to me more out of worry than anger. She insisted I mentioned this in the report. When I went out to search for Mr. O'Sullivan, he lay passed out in his boat. Penalty: Mr. O'Sullivan was released without charges. Okay, public intoxication at the Black Bell, February 16th, 1821. Mr. Archibald O'Sullivan, a.k.a. Archie. No victims. The witness was Thaddeus Cook. So description: Mr. O'Sullivan was thrown out of the Black Bell today as he had become overly intoxicated and started harassing the clients. Mr. O'Sullivan is denied access to the Black Bell indefinitely. So today, January 29th, 1826, I received the body of the deceased Mr. Archibald O'Sullivan, a.k.a. Archie, into my presence. The deceased was 58 years of age. Cause of death was determined as death by intoxication. The deceased was found drifting near his boat in Stillwater Cove. There were no signs of a struggle. Okay, so Special Constable Dylan Sprouse, Constable Al Williford, was the supervising officer. Incident: fire on Little Rogue, June 19th, 1833. Description: a fire consumed the lodge, the Crown family estates located on Little Rogue. Two persons perished in the fire, Mrs. Cordelia Crown and Mr. Callum Compton. Both bodies were found in the upper drawing room. It is unclear what business Mr. Compton had upon the premises. A search revealed no valid source for the fire, indicating the possibility of arson. Supporting this claim is the fact that the upper drawing room door was blocked from the outside. Further investigation is needed. Currently, the only suspect is Mr. Cook, as he and Mr. Compton have a long history of violent disputes. Huh. Interesting. Somebody locked them in there. Who set the lodge on fire? The answer was never at the bottom of a bottle. Archie, I've known people like you. Alcohol is your true demon. What was so bad, so horrible, you couldn't make it go away?
Josh, look. Pages have been torn out.
Scruff.
Yeah. This is where he got those notes from.
From Constable Sprouse.
Okay, Dylan Sprouse, 18th of September, 1818. As Constable Williford has shown no interest in opening an investigation into smuggling activities, I've taken it upon myself to do so. My suspicions began when I saw the same bottle types appear. These bottles are from no shop located upon the rogues. The contents of said bottles were always the same: high alcohol liquor, supposedly imported legally from the mainland, but I have failed to find any proof thereof. My first intent is to find the location of the import into these islands. Not many valid options exist due to many underwater rock formations prohibiting the approach of vessels. The docks are one possibility, though it would be too easy to spot the contraband. Another option could be the peninsula off the Dark Rogue, though the entirety of that peninsula is surrounded by a razor-sharp rock sticking out of the bay, making any approach by a large vessel suicide. There's also a small passageway leading deeper into the island, but it is too far cramped to allow access to a smuggling vessel. October 29th, 1818. Time finally allowed me to visit Dark Rogue. I conversed with Thaddeus Cook, owner of the Dark Rogue's only tavern, the Black Bell. Although Mr. Cook denied any involvement in such activities, I couldn't help but notice something off in his demeanor. For a man being interrogated by the law, he struck me as overconfident, even cocky. So he didn't budge. Sprouse felt he had to conduct his investigation in secret. Was there anyone powerful enough to stop him? He was the police, after all. Who am I kidding? Sprouse wasn't a necessity. Someone else was. It's funny that the police station
Is it me? Or did the sea
is
level
there.
drop?
It's low tide, yes.
If only I could talk to that constable.
I wish we could, honey.
Honey, right?
Right?
He called me honey. I'm not complaining. Oh, so lets me cross back over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. This way and see what's over here. Because I know that letter's over here.
"28th of October, 1942. My dear little Elfins. Some days I wish I had died in the war. I wish I could just put the past away, but it haunts me. Carrie hates it when I talk like that. But I feel like I'm a broken record, saying and doing the same things over and over again. If only I could lift the needle and play a different tune. I'd love to dance to the song where I was home with you, and never set out for war to begin with. I'm tired. I want to leave here and finally come home. I keep trying to help Josh, but there are no answers. Nothing makes sense. None of it. I wish I'd never gone to the lodge. I must make this one short. I promised Carrie I would be by for dinner. I don't know why she puts up with me. But I'd be lost without her. Love you. I wish I could see your faces once again. Your father.
Been to the lodge.
And you want to go too?
Yes, to go see what he saw. If you stop and think for a minute, you'd see it makes sense. I have so many questions.
Those files, the fire in the lodge, the constables, Callum Compton.
The fire in the lodge killed both Callum and Cordelia.
Somebody started that fire.
What was he doing there, but who would do that? Did he know Cordelia?
Who would do that? Was it deliberate? Was it murder?
Good God, woman, slow down.
The possibilities are driving me mad.
I can see that. Breathe.
I need to see the lodge with my own eyes. We're going to Little Rogue.
Absolutely love the name of these islands. Rogue Islands, Little Rogue, Big Rogue, Dark Rogue. Uh-oh. Again?
Thank you.
Not
Josh.
again.
Yes, Miss Crane.
You grew up here, on the island.
Oh, yes, Miss Crane. We've been here for generations.
That sounds lovely. I think the islands are the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Me too. Of course, I've seen nowhere else. But in truth, I've never wanted to.
Oh, there is a blessing
It's
in
Josh.
this gentle breeze that blows from the green fields and from the clouds.
You have a way with words, Miss Crane.
Oh, Wordsworth definitely does. He goes on, and from the sky, it beats against my
Better
cheek.
be careful, Miss Crane. These waves have a mind of their own.
Yes. I feel Wordsworth today. It's as if the sky itself is aware of how happy this place makes me. I can see why you remain here, Josh.
That was me.
That's what you get. That was you.
It was you. I've never seen you. Not like that.
And that was Laura. She escaped my memory completely.
You were a servant. You took her to the lodge.
And I think you took her to Little Rogue.
Let's go find this lodge.
Hmm.
On Little Rogue.
Interesting. So hopefully the boat works.
All set for Little Rogue?
Let's get this show on the road.
Alright, that's a little creepy, but let's go ahead and get onto the island. I think we're on, what was it, Little Rogue? I think we're on Little Rogue.
Little Rogue.
Yep.
I'm so excited. Can you see the lodge yet?
It's tucked away, up on the hill.
Let's rock and roll. Let's go, Joshua.
Let's go, Joshua.
My name's Josh.
You like it when I call you Joshua.
It's
Oh,
up
wow.
there. The lodge, I mean.
We can't get to the stairs.
Don't need to. There's a servant's passageway. Those stairs were for the crowns only.
Oh, what if he was a servant for the crowns and he's actually... that was weird. It looked like it zoomed in on me. Huh. And he's actually Pixie's father. Maybe he fell in love with Nora. I bet that's what it is.
Damn.
Don't worry. Cordelia kept a spare key somewhere.
We'll find it.
Well, you know, it is pretty burnt, but I don't think it's safe to travel to it. It's just my opinion. I don't want to go in a half burnt down building. Oh, cassette tape. Delirium.
Archie's. I like it here. This is the perfect place for a beer. Or a bloody smoke. Of course, I no longer have either. I can barely remember what they taste like. Gosh, a drink of any kind would be heaven right now. To make my brain stop for just like a minute. Make me feel normal, because you never shut it. Thank you. I should go back to the lodge. Go through those ledgers again. There's got to be something in there. That tart Cordelia. She was hiding something. Ah, so much for shutting it. No, I don't like her, and neither did you. Are you sure she doesn't have some brandy hidden away? Or some of that whiskey you keep talking about? Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks.
Is there anyone who does like Cordelia Crine?
You don't say. But the point is that this was Archie's place.
The gardener.
The lodge. Like it's been waiting for me.
I wonder where the key is. Maybe I get it later? I don't see it, and there's no other place to go down there unless the key was hidden. Which I don't think it's hidden down here. I didn't see anything. Wait. It's a white spot on the wall. Oh, it's just the light. Okay, yeah, so we'll just go ahead and head up towards the lodge. Maybe Archie's is what we come into later.
Such bizarre little creatures. I don't know if I'm charmed or appalled.
They're weird looking. They're all over the place.
So this was a servant's trail?
Yes, that's where we walked. The lodge and everything else up there. That was their world.
This is your world, well out of reach.
And this was your world. The life of a servant.
I took Nora in that boat. Doesn't mean I was their servant.
I think it does, my friend. Ooh. Oh, can I climb that? Nah. Won't let me. That was weird. I thought I saw somebody in the gazebo. Oh, that was creepy.
Is this here where you lived? Little Rogue?
It feels familiar, but it wasn't my home.
Interesting.
Such a strange atmosphere here. Don't you feel it?
It's gorgeous. What are you talking about?
It's gorgeous, if that's what you mean.
I forgot you love every beach you see.
What can I say? The waves must have cast a spell over me.
Eerie, I say. Especially the water down there. I don't like this place one bit.
Don't be a baby. I've got you.
Don't worry, I've got you.
As I say, it is pretty, that's what I was thinking. It's kind of eerie looking. Especially the water. It's so dark. Like anything could be under there. Oh, look, what's that? Is that a wisp? It's that lady. Hey, maybe she's got the key. Hey, Miss Ghost Lady, give me the key. A lot of sketches from here. Yeah, that's her.
Is that Beatrice there?
What is she doing here?
Let's go talk to her. No, I don't care.
Let's go talk to her.
I have to admit she frightens me a little too. It's like she doesn't feel anything. Always glowering over us like that.
She's just rock hard, is all. Sometimes you need to be.
I mean, she is a ghost. Why is she in the water? I swear, if she pulls me down into it. Excuse me. Hello?
Beatrice?
Oh, hello, Riley. That is your name, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's my name.
Did you get rid of that ghost of yours yet?
Not yet. Working on it.
No. He's stubborn that way.
Hey!
Shh! Not now. Talking to Beatrice.
I see you found your way to Little Rogue.
Yes. I really want to find the lodge.
That's very clever. You will find answers there.
Can I ask something personal? I want to ask you a question.
Can I ask you something personal?
By all means.
Why do you not trust my ghost? Are you expecting anyone?
Why do you not trust my ghost?
I cannot see him. I cannot sense him. That is unusual.
Maybe he's not a
and
ghost.
It feels wrong.
Maybe he's more a memory. Should I be afraid? I want to help him.
I think I'm here to help him.
You probably should. No other way to get rid of him.
How can you be so sure?
Because I never wanted to leave either. I used to come to this very same beach. With my father, I think. I'd play here while he'd go up and talk to Archie. I don't know what they talked about. But they'd be up there for hours if they'd stocked up on enough whiskey. I have lost so many. I still miss the ones I loved most. And the ones that hurt me the worst. I cannot leave them.
You're the last one. They're all gone.
You're the last one, Beatrice.
I know that. They've all been gone for so long. I forgot their names.
And yet, you do not want to go.
I do not. You never know. They might come back. You may leave me now. I will find you again.
Well,
And she's gone.
I say when I leave you.
Why does she keep doing that?
You'd think she'd hope that they wouldn't come back, because that means that they're trapped, you know, between the afterlife and being stuck on Earth. Oh, cool. Cave paintings.
Josh, look at those wall paintings.
Selkies.
Oh, a
I
Selkie.
remember that story. I told it to Margot.
Margot. Tell me about her.
She was just a girl who hung about on the islands.
She felt lost to me.
Yeah, because they turn into those, they turn into seals, if I remember right. Ooh, that's creepy sounding. Oh, I almost missed that. The Heart of Little Rogue.
Hey, diary. Today is not a good day. It's a sad day. There's so much death here. And so many tears. I can feel them all. Josh told me about this cave. A legend. About Selkies coming on shore and hiding their skins here. Then they dance on the beach over there. I've done that. I love dancing, especially on the beach, or at the fun tree. How I wish I could put on my sealskin and glide into the ocean. Sink beneath the waves and let the cold salt water wash away his voice. And that sadness. Such sadness. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Josh, please. Just let me go. Just let me go.
I don't know what to...
Then don't say anything.
Oh, there's that tree. I saw that in like one of my paintings, or one of the sketches I did. This is worrisome.
Please stay.
You may want to come down from that tree, Miss Crown. It's unsafe.
Oh, but this is a solid branch. Why don't you come see for yourself? It's a new world from here.
Yeah, and then when you pass out and fall into the water.
Yes,
I'm glad you stayed.
that's awfully nice of you to say so. And I'm glad too.
We're friends.
I wouldn't call it that. She was just being nice.
What's this fabric
She
over
wants
here?
to see the world differently. I want that.
I got on that boat. We can't go on forever.
That's why I got on that boat. Didn't think that was so wrong of me.
Of course it wasn't.
Destined to be with you, why am I punished?
Was I destined to be here with you?
I don't those answers, Riley.
I'm stuck. Once again, I can't make my own choices.
Why is there a piece of fabric out there and I can't look at it? It's annoying me. Yeah, because wasn't this tree... Yeah, okay. I could have swore the tree showed up. Yeah, right there. But wasn't there something supposedly with it? Nah, I don't remember. Guess since it's just a picture, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, and I guess we could go this way because we came the other way. I can't run either.
I'm unsure what our next move might be.
We're heading for the big house, right?
What's with Archie? That's where she lived.
Yes, but what's the deal with Archie?
Archie has a deal?
Did you hear anything Beatrice said?
Lived above the boathouse, friends with her father.
He was friends with her father.
That's right. They shared their whiskey on that little patio.
And don't you think it's strange that she's still hovering around here?
So am I.
Yes, and we're trying to fix that.
You want to explore why she's stuck?
I do.
You can't save us all, dear.
Maybe I'm just trying to save myself.
It'd be very eerie to walk around this place by yourself. Especially when it, you know, you can tell that people once lived there.
So, this is Nora's house.
Her mother's.
Cordelia Crown.
But that's her window, up there. I remember her climbing out to go down to her tree. Riley, we need to see what's up there, in the lodge. It's where
I know.
Mary used to live, before she moved out.
I'm just looking around, dude.
You want to climb up?
You reading my mind?
I don't need to.
Why would I want to do that when I can get through the front door? But I guess I can. Hopefully I don't fall. Oh, more feet prints.
Riley, stop. Look.
Captain braved the dark waters of the seven seas. Oh, what's that?
That's the baby,
I was gonna say she's pregnant.
In there.
fluttering around like a pixie.
She's putting up a fight, that's what. She's fighting off sea monsters in there.
I don't have sea monsters in there.
Our girl's braving the deep, dark waters.
You don't know it's a girl.
I do too. Fierce as a tiger, Captain Pixie will sail the seven seas. Swoosh. She'll brave storms, slay sea monsters.
You idiot. Oh no. Mother. Quick. The window.
I knew it. Called it.
I'm her father. How?
It can't be
How?
true.
I'm the bastard that abandoned them.
It's not true. It can't be. And I'm going to prove it.
Okay, do I really have to explain to him how? I mean, come on, man. But wouldn't her mother, if she's hiding the fact that he was the father, wouldn't her mother wonder who the father was?
What did you want with this?
A skull that is not going to prove anything.
No, but it's fascinating.
Mm.
Like an exploration of life. Or death.
Nora's bedroom. I can see why she left it so much out there. Though it's spring now, I can see these lands covered with a veil of snow. I can picture mud-caked boots kicked off in the entrance hall, and I see how the cliffs shelter these shores from the destructive winds.
She wanted nothing more than a home for the three of us. I was building her a house. Linden Breeze on Big Road.
Home is wherever I'm with you. I have a feeling something probably happened to him and he didn't leave on his own accord. She wasn't afraid to believe, though I shudder to think how she will never find the happiness she thought she was getting. I admire her strength, her faith.
I made this for my daughter.
This is the promise he made to them. Josh would never have backed down. He wanted to be her father. Exactly. And he was a servant and would have made her look bad because of the time period.
Her journal. Let's see what she wrote about you.
Okay, so October 15th, 1820. Autumn's finally here again. This may be my favorite time of year. I can dance for hours in that earthy, sweet wind, twirling the brown and red leaves all around me. Mother won't have it, of course, but life on the islands is like a dream. So many wondrous things to discover. The endless treasures on the beach, the sight of painted ships making shore, the sun rising from beneath the waves in the early hours of the morning. Things I only knew from my sketchbooks. This place is so different from the mainland. This place I can truly call home. Speaking of home, our house on the beach is nearly done. Josh really has worked hard and long hours. Pretty soon he won't have to climb through my bedroom window anymore, which will be a relief. I don't know how much longer we can fool Mother. She's rarely fooled by anything, so she must know. I'm amazed she's not cast him back out that same window. I'm sure she'd love to. Just a few more weeks, then we can head off and really begin the rest of our lives together. Nora. They stood strong, though Cordelia did not approve. She moved in a new direction. She left her mother and became who she wanted to be. I like to believe that that's what I did, that I stepped into my truth.
That was Nora's. She loved every little thing about the rocks. She'd be out on the beach looking for unusual shells, or rocks in bright colors.
Shells of the sea. A field guide to shells along the beaches of the North Islands with illustrations and description for identifying more than 500 seashells by Professor David Young. Okay, I think I've seen everything in here.
This room alone tells me you loved them. You didn't abandon them. You could never.
Oh, there's a letter.
10th of November 1943. My sweet little infants. I'm sitting on old Cordelia Crown's porch, or what's left of it. She's been dead for a century now. Still, she makes me so mad. I wish I could yell, kick, and scream. The Crowns were so corrupt, and Cordelia Crown took her family for granted. She treated them so shabbily. But I suppose I treat you girls the same, don't I? I didn't value you enough to come home. I tell myself that I can't. That I'm afraid to see your shiny faces. That I have too much blood on my hands. What if it's a lie? What if I am just like Cordelia Crown? Carrie hates such storm. She tells me I'm too hard on myself. That we all survive and do the best we can. But I don't know. When you make mistakes, you must pay your debts. And I can never make up for all my sins. But I did some good once upon a time. I helped to create you. So I'll go down the morose path again, didn't I? Or shall I sign off? Leave you to happier thoughts. Your loving father.
He knew. He knew what she did.
We've got to pull our weight. Figure it out for ourselves.
Ooh, key.
A spare key to the boathouse.
Who cares about the boathouse, Riley? I abandoned my daughter.
Don't sulk.
Cordelia's study. Gotcha. The key to the attic in the boathouse must be right. We'll know soon enough. Yeah, I got a feeling there's some more clues there in the boathouse.
That's me. She wrote to me. I can't bear it.
Dear Daddy, people say you're not coming home, but I do not believe them. Mom says we have to accept it, that you're gone, but every day she is on the cliff looking for you. I've put Tig on watch. He watches the shore while I'm with Miss Jessup, so we do not miss you. Tig and I watch for you every day and every night. I do not know why you had to leave. I'm afraid you left because of me. Mom says it ain't so, but I think it was me. If you come home, I'll be the bestest girl in the world. Mom pretends she's happy, but I know she's sad for you, Daddy. Please come home. I could read to you, and I could show you all the things I found on our island. Tig and I will be waiting on the shore, Daddy. I miss you very much. Love, Pixie. Oh my god, that's so sad. To think you love someone who doesn't love you back. I'm glad she was surrounded by so many that cherished her. This girl was fearless.
Is that us? Nora and me?
The wedding.
But she wasn't even born yet.
That's how she must have imagined it.
Pixie was a brave one, clinging to the whisper of words never spoken. Nora never had a wedding like this. Choosing a life with him was the beginning of something new, but it wasn't a fairy tale.
Pixie loved that. She used to play with her grandmother. Why do I remember this? I don't want to remember.
Pixie lit up her world. She must have. She loved her grandchild. I know this much.
Who cares about these numbers, Riley?
Oh, am I not allowed to look at things anymore? Oh.
Is this a code?
6 figures. Must be.
Interesting. Okay, so Cordelia wasn't one to make any sudden moves. Trusted only herself, kept her secret safe. So 180121. Haven't seen anything that would go into just yet. Grimm's Fairy Tales. Ooh, yeah, I bet it opens that safe. Oh, let's look here first, though.
Look, she wrote to Pixie. Your daughter.
My daughter.
I think Cordelia knew something about you.
My sweet T, it is with great sorrow, and then that was scratched out. So I write this letter with a heavy, which was scratched out, troubled heart. The worlds do not come easy, but nonetheless I must speak. It is time for you to know, understand, to see, which was all crossed out, to know. I want, crossed out, wished you to learn the truth behind the unfortunate disappearance of your father. Know that what happened, troubles, that was crossed out, plagues me greatly, and that I have always, crossed out, will always regret what I... How does one tell their granddaughter that her father will never come back and that she needs to stop looking? I have a feeling Grandma got rid of Dad. The disappearance of your father, what did she know? What secret did she not tell? That probably she had, who was the guy that lost it in the fire with her?
Is this?
Safe picker. Unlock the safe in Cordelia's
No way.
study.
Cordelia was involved? Josh, this is Cordelia's journal. She didn't approve of you, remember? You need to read this too.
Okay, so it's 23rd of October, 1820. It's getting colder. I've asked Archibald to light all the fires in the house. Still, I feel the chill in my bones. I think the devil himself would freeze in these bleak times. I want to take Nora back home with me, at least for the winter. This is no place for a newborn. Of course, she won't have it. That stubborn girl's convinced this is her home. Can you believe, after all Mr. Crown and I have done for her, she thinks this place is better than our home on the mainland? Why? She doesn't know the first thing about living in a Croft house. She is too foolish, that's what. Her head filled with crazy romantic notions of nature walks. I blame Wordsworth and Coleridge. I should never have let her read those silly poems. Granted, I enjoyed a adventurous walk myself. Nora and I used to go all the time when we first arrived, but I do not see the need to live out there like a wild woman. I told her I won't have it, that I am her mother, but she will not do as I tell her anymore, and all because of that wicked island boy. Swamp trash. We never should have let him work the gardens. Does she think I don't know he's climbing through her window every day? I will not have it anymore. I will not lose my daughter to these rogue islands. More ledgers. Okay, so it's just the ledgers and stuff. I think she was lonely, embracing that piece of her newfound freedom and making the journey here. She thought she was going to see these new seeds grow. She never thought she'd lose her daughter in the process. If only she could have seen that none of us are ever truly alone.
That was definitely Cordelia's den. She confuses me.
The journal, Pixie, one thing I know, smuggling ledger.
She wrote in her journal? She seemed so vulnerable, like she was struggling.
With her conscience, if she ever had one.
Let's just figure out what Cordelia Crown was all about, yeah?
That's why we need to go to the boathouse.
Another vision.
What if I don't like what I see?
The rogues are no place for a child. You have to think of her.
I only think of her. And this is where she belongs. The rogues are her home.
Why? Because of that boy.
That boy is my husband.
Enough. I'm your mother, and I say we are going back to the mainland. Beatrice is my grandchild, and she will have a proper education. You will do as I say.
Now, why would I do that?
Beatrice is Pixie.
Beatrice?
Oh my god, that's it! That's why you're still here!
Because of my daughter.
We have to go tell her, I know how to get you out.
We have to go tell her. You are her father.
Oh, so Beatrix ended up growing on this island. And she became the school teacher. Interesting.
Josh, look!
That's her.
Come on, we need to find her.
I think she went down to the beach.
Yikes. That was creepy noise.
Did you see her? She went down the stairs.
Some creepy photos, right? Or, statues. Photos. Ooh, almost missed that.
10th of April, 1943. Sweet little Elphins. I think you girls would enjoy it here. The grand house, the beach, the boats. Scenic does not begin to describe it. Especially today. It's bright and sunny, with the waves glistening like diamonds as they lap against the yellow sand. I am so tired. I feel as if I could sit here forever. Josh has been urging me to leave and to finally see you. He says I've done all I can and it's time to set sail. He's right. I have done all I can. My strength is fading away, and all I can do is sit here, watching those shiny waves. I think if I close my eyes and lock that image in my head, I can send it to you. Do you see it? Do you see these lonesome islands? Can you see your old father sitting here, thinking of his girls? I hope so. I know I can see you forever, as long as I close my eyes. Your loving father.
Promise me you'll put an end to this. Get me off these islands.
I will. If you promise to let me go.
We have a deal.
Got stuck there for a second.
There she is.
Wait, I really want to go to the boathouse. Can I? Oh, I can. I can do that from here.
What are you doing?
I don't know, Josh. I'm just going through the motions.
It's the wrong motions. I need to tell Beatrice I'm her father.
I know that. I told you as much.
Then go. To my daughter.
I'm going. Damn it, Josh. I'm gonna go back up the stairs, and I'll go the other way. Unless I go to that later, but I want to go that way. Oh, I can't get back up there. Darn it. You're lucky, Josh. I wanted to go use the key. Oh, maybe I can still do that. Who knows? We'll find out. Quit staring at me. That's creeping me out.
Beatrice,
We need to talk to you. Something to tell you.
we need to talk to you.
You mean you and that ghost of yours?
My ghost has news for you. He's not a ghost. He's not my ghost, but yes.
My ghost has news for you. Remember what you told us on the beach? I know why you keep going round in circles. You can speak now, Josh.
Josh? Your ghost is called Josh?
Pixie.
Oh my god. Dad?
Yes. It is me. I'm your dad.
Was I nothing to you?
You were everything.
Then what did I do to make you leave?
You didn't do anything, honey. I don't know what happened. All I know is I was standing outside, trying to look in and see you, wishing I could be there with you, willing you to see me standing there.
Why couldn't I see you? Not even after I lived. You could have come find me. Why did you give up?
I lost my heart, and soon I started to lose my mind, until there was nothing left.
I've been looking for you.
I know.
I couldn't find you.
You have. You have found me.
I don't think I'm ready to say goodbye to you.
Nothing ever really ends. We both know that.
I'll see you soon, Dad.
I don't understand.
Go with her, still there.
Why are you still here? We were wrong.
It's not about my daughter.
Do you remember what she said back at White Sand? That her father used to go up to Archie's to talk.
You think that was me?
That was you. You were her father.
That was you.
Right. You want to go to Archie's attic? I disagree. We need to get to the Dark Rogue. Find Callum.
We can go after her, but we're here now.
But we're here now. It will be a waste not to go look.
The tide is pulling back. We'll be stranded if we don't leave now.
But the attic... I really feel we need to see it.
We have to go now, or it'll be too late.
Alright, no.
No, I'm gonna dig around at Archie's.
I mean, come on, dude. It ain't gonna take me that long. And we're here. We might as well do it. Besides, I mean, the tides are eventually going to go back.
I know you feel I'm going against you, but I'm not, I promise.
Oh, whatever.
There will be answers up there.
Moody.
I know it.
That's those figures.
What is this for?
It's an altar. For the fairies. Many believe they protected us when we had to go into the marshes. And that after death, we could join them.
So Archie's attic. Like all of us, he must have been searching for answers. Did he find them with the fairies? Did they tell him it was going to be okay?
Archie.
I think I've already looked at this. Yep. I'd already looked at that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, Archie, you should have done the right thing. What did you do?
He drank. A lot.
These bottles lie strewn all over the islands. What's up with that?
Oh, what's this?
A shitload of money. Or at least it was back in the day.
Why didn't he spend the money? Liquor wasn't cheap to come by, and I know he wanted his whiskey above all else. Did he live the life of a hermit? If so, why? Archie wasn't meant for a life of solitude. What did he do?
Is that about me?
What is this? This is ridiculous. Mermaids?
Okay, the Rogue Gazette, a weekly publication, Sunday, December 17th, 1820, The Wild Compton's Doom. On the night of the 16th of November, Josh Compton disappeared without a trace, leaving Nora Crown devastated. Sailors confirmed they saw sirens drag Compton beneath the dark waves near Villains Rock. But Constable Wilford and Sprouse suspect he was murdered by the Dark Rogue smugglers gang. Or did Compton, as Miss Cordelia Crown states, abandon his wife and unborn child for another lover on the mainland? Number 1, drowned by alluring sirens. Number 2, murdered by Dark Road demons. Number 3, devastating desertion of Nora Crown. They knew about his disappearance. Somebody must have seen something. Somebody must know something. We may never get to the truth, but I want to find at least a tolerable answer. Oh, is that all that was up here? Yeah, maybe he was right. He's probably going to get mad at me, and I'm going to get, like, the bad ending. And he's going to explode my head. I feel disappointed. Glad we know about Archie.
I'm glad we have a clearer picture of Archie now, but I expected to find more about you.
I think Beatrice was wrong. It wasn't me that went up there.
Well, she did say her dad.
Oh, my boat!
You hate to say I told you so.
But you're doing it anyway.
Now what do we do? Damn it.
Now what do we do?
I'll have to go across the causeway.
On foot?
On foot.
How? Where?
How? Where?
Calm down. Go back to the beach. Find the lighthouse.
For God's sakes, I don't think the tide could disappear that fast.
See that lighthouse?
Is there a path?
Yes. Stay close. So, let's talk about what we found at Archie's.
That money, the fairies, Archie.
That money?
Yeah, I know. What did he want it for?
Why did he never use it?
I have absolutely no clue.
Well, maybe he was saving it to give to somebody. On the shadows, I was like, that looks like drag marks.
Haven't walked here in ages. It's beautiful in its own way.
It's eerie. Special magic feels eerie if you ask me.
It's got its own special magic. Did you use this causeway often?
Everybody did.
Why?
To go sell our homemade whiskey at the Black Bell.
Sounds ominous. What's the Black Bell?
What's the Black Bell?
You and I kind of already know, but...
How far is it?
Far. You should have listened to me.
Do things my own way, I know.
I know.
Yeah, I tend not to listen sometimes. Can I go this way? No. Okay.
So ghostly out here. What happens when the waves come back?
They take back what they feel is theirs.
Many died?
It's ominous.
If you get out on the flats and get sucked in the mud.
You die, there's no hope.
You die.
Nope. Nothing in there. Yikes. Ooh, creepy. Wow, that was far away.
And there it is.
The Dark Rogue.
And the Black Bell.
Sounds like you've just come home.
My brother brought me often. It was warm. Free food on the table.
Hang on. Your brother?
Yeah. Callum was my brother.
Why didn't you say so?
I'm sorry. We had a treehouse where we'd sleep.
We have to find this treehouse.
Well, he also didn't remember a lot of stuff, so maybe he forgot he had a brother. Okay, I don't see anything there. Sure, there's nothing over here. Okay. I just don't want to miss any of the cassette tapes or anything like that. Yikes.
Archie, please. I have to know.
You shouldn't be here, Miss Nora.
Please, I can't live like this. You have to tell me the truth.
Nora, you're making a scene.
Look at her. He wouldn't leave. Not his daughter. Not me. My mother. Constable Sprouse. They're wrong. He wouldn't. You know he wouldn't.
Hush now. Josh left. He left for the mainland, and that's that.
How could you say that? You're his brother. You know him better than anyone.
He's gone, Nora. Josh is gone.
Then bring me to him. Let him see her. At least let him see his daughter.
I'm sorry, Nora. He made his choice.
He's gone. He's really gone.
He's really gone.
Your papa's gone, baby girl.
Miss Nora, I'm so sorry.
You did. Actually did leave them.
No.
What did you do?
Why?
I didn't do anything.
What do you want from me? I can't trust you, can I?
You're going to have to, because there's nobody else here.
His brother sounded kind of upset. I don't think he left on his own accord. And like whatever happened, his brother was just trying to forget that it happened. Anything with this sign?
The Black Bell.
The bell will ruin a man. That was like the local proverb.
Okay, the Black Bell. The Black Bell, I wonder for whom does the bell really toll? Achievement, for whom the bell tolls. Ring the tavern bell. Ooh, cassette tape. The waves.
So, Diary, I need to tell you something. Just shut up! I don't have anything left to say to you. I'm talking to my diary now. No, there's no excuses. You left your child. You left her! Before she was born, you took off. You never saw her. That is the worst. I never liked you, but now I can't stand you. I want to punch you so badly. Leave! Get out! Stop talking to me!
Margot understood. The kind of man you were.
Right then. I'll leave you to it.
I feel bad because I don't think he's a bad guy. I know there has to be more to this story.
Have you ever used one of these?
I never fired one, if that's what you mean.
An endless stream of questionable characters and unscrupulous behavior. Is this how he grew up? Is this what Josh had become?
These again. And there's so many.
This here's the source. Many came to get their bottles right here. If they didn't distill any whiskey themselves, that is. I can't believe that thing is still here.
What is it?
It's for spitting chewing tobacco.
Blech.
Ugh, that's gross.
Well, she's not gonna draw a picture of that.
Oh, this brings back memories.
I'm not sure I care anymore.
What?
Was it liar's dice? The Black Bell. What effect does a place like this have on a child? It smothers all passion for life it must have. Josh spent way too much time here. I can't get upstairs. At least not from here.
I don't know you anymore.
Was she not enough? Did you not love her?
Did you not love her?
What we just saw? I don't think that's what happened.
That's bull. Every vision has been true so far.
I didn't leave Nora. What if they were wrong?
What if you're wrong?
Ooh, letter.
21st of December 1944. My dear little Alphins, my sweet daughters. My thoughts are with you all the time. War was hard, but leaving you was harder. I thought I could return, but it turns out I'm too much of a coward. I can never say sorry enough. If only you could forgive me. I'm weaker than I've been. The days drift, and I can no longer help Josh. I failed. My one act of redemption, I could not even do that. What will happen to the boy when I'm gone? I hate the idea of him here alone. You girls have family and loved ones. Josh was only me. I love all of you. I can't ever say that enough. You are the light and the joy of my life. And I'm so proud of you. So proud to be your father. Your loving father.
I feel for him. Never thought I'd say it, but I do. I wish he had sent these letters, though. These girls never knew he cared.
Stillwater Cove. I know that was brought up
Maybe
once
you shouldn't
before.
have spent so much time at the Black Bell. You might have been saved from ruin.
This place is kind of eerie and creepy. Okay, I don't see any way up there, so I'm assuming I have to go. Looks like it might all go around that way. And then heads there. Okay, so I guess I gotta go this way. I feel like a fool. I'm mad at you.
Still mad at you.
I don't blame you. But you need to know, I don't think I left my wife or my child. I'd remember if I did.
You didn't remember Nora, you said.
Ugh, I feel like a giant crocodile is gonna pop out. Hey, there's a car. There's a swing up there. What the? Oh.
Forgotten about the wind chimes.
Who hung them?
Margot. The soft tinkling always eased her mind.
Didn't miss any.
What are these for?
To keep away ghosts. Margot put them up.
Why the hell is that going to keep away a ghost? Little bits and pieces, things that are slow to ebb, slowly driving you insane. These bottles won't save anyone's soul. There's a seat up there. It's weird.
Oh my goodness. That I want. To sit there, away from it all, and stare at the sea.
That's exactly what she did. And I would leave her be whenever she came here.
Who?
Margot.
Why don't you do that for me?
I don't know. I feel we're too close.
You are too close.
Aha. I feel like she's probably a descendant of his. The ending is irreversible. She was beyond hope. Will he ever see how much he means to me? Sell out.
So, diary, I think I'm done talking to you. Running out of tapes. And batteries. And there's always the waves to talk to. I love the quiet here. Peace without Josh. I don't know what to do about him. I can't help him. He's always there. I find myself spending more and more time here. Too bad the tides won't allow me to set up camp here. I've been thinking. I want to go back. Home. I'm not sure how. I could row one of those boats, I guess. How the hell am I going to get off these islands? I didn't think this through, did I? What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You gave me Seabrook, remember? You have to go. Get out! Get out! Bloody hell, Josh! Get the fuck out of my head!
Why didn't you?
Don't put the blame on me again.
Why didn't you leave? She was suffering because of you.
I don't see any.
I said, get out! Get out!
Please, Margot, wait.
Over and over in my head.
Don't go in there.
You're always there.
Let's go back. I can stop. I can be quiet as a mouse.
I'm never alone. Never, ever, not one goddamn minute.
Oh, Margot, I can't. I wish I could.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I just need to be alone for once.
Margot?
Josh? Josh, I can't move. I can't get out. Josh?
You have to calm down, okay? Just breathe. Breathe, Margot.
I'm stuck and... Help me! Josh! Help me! Please, I can't move.
No. Margot. Somebody, help!
I can't move! What? Yeah. Don't leave me. Okay? Don't leave. Okay, Josh.
I'm right here. I'm always right here.
Oh my God.
Did she die? Josh!
I don't...
Did she die, Josh?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I couldn't get her out.
Did you try? You killed her?
Did you try?
You were there.
I mean, how the hell is he gonna do that?
She died because of you. I need to get away from you. She was right.
This isn't natural. You're evil.
This isn't natural.
Maybe she's just like, he's bad luck. Another tape. New beginnings.
Little lamb, evening falls, the moon lights up the sky. Winter's breath and fairy dust hold this love of mine. Rest in my arms and I'll keep you warm, keeping the wolves at bay. I'll stay by your side. Hush, little child, till night turns into day. Till night turns into day.
Margot.
I never meant for her. I wanted a different ending.
I cannot take it back.
We'd sit here every night, singing songs or eating canned beans.
Carrie's jars.
I almost had to force her to go back for those. Margot, that is. She'd sooner die than set foot in that cabin again.
Does it say Piccalilli? I don't even know what the hell that is.
That's her early work. She got a lot better after.
After what? You? I doubt that.
Okay, so the silent witness. Loneliness, my sole companion, though in the solemn hours, a silent witness accompanies me, a last remnant of these isles. Am I losing my sanity, too much poison out of control, or is this wretched soul the perfect match for me? The one with whom to console. Better here than over there in society's mortal coil. A vile, sinful affair to flee, where coin corrupts the soul. Love keeps eluding me, damaged goods all that remains. The rainbow just a travesty, bloodstains duly detain. My torment still endures, this spectre from the void. Intentions remain vaguely obscure, his path I must avoid. Alas, no matter how I try, the fiend is here to stay. Please rid me of this agony, for my wit is giving way. Little lamb, evening falls, the moon lights up the sky. Winter's breath and fairy dust hold this love of mine.
She liked sleeping outside.
Another adventurer.
No, she was a runaway. Always trying to get away.
From you.
She didn't want to sleep indoors. She chose the spot instead. What choice did she really take?
How did you get this thing here?
Ferry.
Not many roads to drive on here.
Yeah, that's why she parked it here. And she ran out of gas.
Beyond repair, why did she ever bring it here?
The tape recorder. She liked talking to that thing more.
Than talking to you.
Her tapes are like the screaming tears of her heart without end.
She's so beautiful.
Wish she was here to hear you say that. She never believed it herself.
She didn't know the worst was yet to come.
Did she really go to all of these concerts? This one made history. She was there. Pretty awesome.
Music was her life. I loved to hear her play and sing. It was the only time she was truly at peace.
You should have shut up then and let her play.
Yeah, our song can last forever. She lost that feeling, the endless cycle of loss, crushing all hope. She would never get it back, not here, not from him.
Lara Crimson. She wanted to be like that singer so much.
Thinking fame would validate her?
But her music, Riley. You should have heard her play. It always got under my skin.
It was her skin, never yours.
September 22nd, 1979, Dear Margot. I was pleased to hear you like my music. I'd be nowhere without my fans. I don't usually write them personal letters, but I was moved by yours and thought I would respond. My music inspiration comes from my emotions. It sounds like you're going through something profound. Music has been my saving grace, and it can be yours too. Keep writing. It's not about being great. It's about trusting yourself and listening to that inner voice. I wish you the best of luck with life and your music. I'll be there. I will be performing at the Arden on October 19th. Hope to see you there. Bonne chance, Laura Crimson. Oh, there's still something there.
5 minutes of fame. What was she looking for?
Sense. She was looking to make sense for life. That's what she said.
Rocket Magazine, December 12th, 1975. Go to any concert these days and you'll see a group of barely clad girls writhing in front of the stage. To describe the girls as merely groupies would be a disservice. They've dedicated their lives to their favorite bands, following them from state to state. We're definitely the inspiration. I mean, sure, they like to get laid, but so do we. I mean, it's not all about sex. We're part of that creative energy, you know, and that's just totally rad, man. That's what it's all about, says groupie Margot Green, who has been traveling with the band Breathing Fire for the past 6 months. The band is just as appreciative of their superfans. They're so eager, so free, so at ease with themselves, said drummer Jay Elger. It's so cool how they can totally get our music, like really get it. She should have stepped into her truth. Will I ever? Okay, I think I got everything out of there. Don't see anything here or there, so I guess we've got to head down this tunnel.
She was lost.
And you knew it. And still you didn't leave her alone.
Don't you think I wanted to? I've tried.
Don't spin me that story about being stuck here.
It is the truth. The only truth.
I need answers, clarity. Callum knew you.
Callum knew you better than anyone. We'll find it at the treehouse. We've got to.
Okay, Devil's Ridge.
Can't do this anymore.
You can, Riley.
I don't know you. I may have imagined that I did, but I don't really.
You know me better than anyone.
Talking to myself, I'm going crazy.
I am talking to myself. I've lost my mind.
You're not crazy, Riley.
Says the voice in my head.
There, the treehouse.
Yes, that's it. It's still there. Our safe place.
Callum knew more about where you went. Let's hope he left us some clues.
This is us. We carved our names ourselves. It's still here. After all this time.
Josh and Callum. Callum and Josh, were they ever really here to instill a brighter future? Oh, frick.
This feels ridiculous. Meeting in the middle of the night behind a child's playhouse.
Would you rather we meet in the open?
No, of course not. Do we have an agreement?
He's accepted the terms.
All of them?
Josh and I are packed. He's leaving tonight, off to the mainland.
Neither my daughter nor anyone else on the island will hear from him again?
Once he's gone for good.
I'm just looking out for her. I wish him no harm. You can tell him that. Good. This is good.
Oh my gosh.
You left them. You took the money.
Riley!
You took her money. How could you?
I don't know.
Shut up.
Oh, my vision.
You promised you'd take care of us. We'd be together forever.
Uh-oh.
We're going to raise our children in our home. You promised me.
I think I'm possessed.
I know you did.
What are you saying? It's you. All this time. It's been you. You are Nora.
What?
You know, I love you.
I'm not sure why, but
You make me so happy.
You left me.
I didn't. I swear. I could never.
I know that you'd have to give up everything.
Josh, I'm not...
But I want you. I want to be with you. I want to build you a home. Right here. We could raise a family. You and I.
What?
I'm asking you to marry me, Nora. To stay. Here. With me.
Yes. I want to be here with you.
We'll be together forever.
Riley.
What the hell? Am I teleporting?
Leave me, Josh.
Listen.
Go away. I don't want you here.
I think I'm possessed.
I can't believe we're married.
You're stuck with me now.
I might end up in a swamp like Margot.
And I never did. I didn't go anywhere.
Then where were you? Because you weren't here.
I looked for you.
Everywhere.
For
So long.
Why did I get a man's voice all of a sudden?
Thinking you'd come back to us.
It's okay. Shh. Hush now. He'll be here soon. I don't care what they say. Don't cry, my love. Daddy will come home.
I was right here. I've always been right here.
You lie!
Josh, where did you go?
Well, you have to face reality, Mrs. Compton. He's not on the island anymore.
He's gone. He left you and your child.
Please come back to me.
It's all lies. No more. I just want to go home.
You are home.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be trapped on the island. What the hell? Do I pick one? I mean, what? I guess I'll go here? I don't know. Love.
Hold this love of mine.
Winter.
Winter's breath.
Fairy.
And fairy dust.
Moon.
The moon lights up the sky.
I remember now, Riley. All of it.
I don't care anymore. I know what you did. Tell me.
Then tell me what happened, so I can make sense of all this.
I can only show you.
How?
Let me take you to where it all happened. Give me control.
Control over me?
Absolutely not. I'm not sure it's like that. Do I have a choice? Have you lost your mind?
Do I have a choice?
You always have a choice.
So you want to take over the wheel? My head?
Just the wheel. The head is all yours.
And this will change everything?
It will set us both free.
It's like my Johnny Silverhand moment. Cyberpunk.
I'm not sure I like this. I've lost control
I
completely.
bet his brother killed him or something.
I'm sorry.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Surrender, Riley, and you'll be fine.
Oh, you think it's beautiful you building that house?
Linden Breeze. That's what we named it. 3 bears, right over there, for my brother and my buddy. This is it, brother. We're getting out of here. I'm not going. What? I've told you before. I'm not leaving Nora. Tell me you're joking. You choose filthy rich vermin over me? Don't talk about my wife like that. I'm your brother. You are my brother, and I love you. But you can't ask me to betray Nora.
Calm down, lads. Here's your beers.
Don't shush me! You've no part in this. It's gonna be fine. We'll come find you later. I'm grateful that I have you in my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
Damn right. And that's how you repay me.
I'm going to be a father. Is that a miracle? A good father. And I want my little girl to have an Uncle Callum. We can do so much better.
Not yet. There isn't the time yet.
We can do better than Dad.
We can do better on the mainland. With this money in our pockets. There's no future here.
You're wrong. The future's here. Only here.
There's nothing but mud here! He's your family. You belong together.
That's in his hands now.
He's your brother.
But he has a wife and child on the
You
way.
left me.
I did.
That's his family too.
Then where did you go?
Am I not good enough anymore? I can't talk to you when you're like this. All fired up like that.
You found your way into money. Is that it? You don't need me.
You know that's not true.
Please, lads. We can put this straight. These islands are gonna break us. And there's only one road out of here.
I will never take it. I will never leave.
You hit me.
You're no better than Dad.
Ooh.
Callum hit you.
I shouldn't have said that.
No, he hurt you.
It doesn't matter. Focus now. This is what they never told you.
What?
You have to stop. Now. You're my little brother. I am. But you have to stop. This money will save us. It won't. It won't change a thing. I'm not going. You can't take this from me. I'm not leaving. You are going to leave with me. No!
Josh?
You will do as Ace. I am the oldest.
Josh!
I won't leave Nora, not ever.
I'm in the water. Let me go.
To let me go.
You need to see this.
I'm not gonna die, am I? Get out. You have to listen to me.
You have to listen to me.
No, no, no! You have to see this, Riley!
Out of time! Could have done a better life. You're hurting him.
I need to get out of the water.
It hurts.
Almost there. Just a wee bit longer.
Can't breathe. I need air.
I need...
You have to let me go. Help me.
I need you to see this, to understand.
I know what happened. He drowned you.
Do you get it?
I don't need to see it anymore.
Kill him!
You're going to kill me. I don't want to die.
I'm drowning.
What?
I need air.
Go on. Go.
Riley? Oh God, no.
Josh, shut up. Brother.
Oh, thanks, Josh. You killed me.
What did you do?
Riley?
Brother. No, no. No, stop. No. Come on.
Riley? No! Come back!
Did I get the bad ending? Hey, I'm dead. Cool.
Is this real?
Thanks a lot, jerk.
Did I died. I'm a ghost. Josh?
I mean, the least you can do is answer me. You got me killed. Thanks a lot.
I'm so sorry. I never meant for this to happen.
It's a little late for that.
So sorry.
Stop it. I found you. I'm Nora. I've always been Nora. And I'm here.
You're here. With me.
I'm the one that's sorry. I should have seen. I should have known.
Come. Come with me.
Always.
I was gonna say I kind of can't do anything else because I'm dead. I guess in a way it was a happy ending. Eternal love. Find eternal love. That must have been the happy ending then. Ghost on the shore. Oh wow, that changed. How cool. Alright everyone, so that's the end of the game, Ghost on the Shore. Definitely a very interesting game. I was like trying to figure it out the whole time I was playing, and I did not see that Nora was going to be Riley. So I don't know if like maybe she was possessed by Nora and that's why she was drawn to the Rogue Islands or what. I'm not really sure on that part, but I think I got the good ending because I know that depending on your choices that you make and how you talk to Josh, it can change the ending that you get. So I definitely enjoyed the game. I hope you did too. You know, please leave me a comment down below. You know what you think about the story, maybe what how Riley was actually Nora. I mean, maybe if you could explain that to me, because I'm not really sure how that happened, other than maybe being possessed or having always been Nora, but kind of like Josh, she didn't remember, so maybe she built a persona for herself. Please leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.